good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. Middle of the week, people. It's that tipping point downhill to the
But it's never felt this good, man. Especially get to do it with you, of course. You're looking good, bro.
Like man, you're looking fresh, bro.
Yeah, we're feeling like the summer vibes are here, right?
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's so lekker to wake up early and you see it's light outside already. Summer is here. Yeah. It's good to hang out with you. We've got a whole 3 hours in your company. We cannot wait. And today's show is a very, very special one for all of our Hindu followers, of course. Ahead of Diwali this weekend, we've invited foodie Yashna Balwant to take us over the culinary hotline, creating delicious meals. We're talking lamb curry, we're talking 2-ingredient naan, as well as burfi and chana magai, sweet treats. And like a fudge, we're throwing it in there.
Gonna be so good. I cannot wait for that. But what's food without some beautiful table settings and, of course, gifts? So definitely be prepared to be inspired this Diwali. But on top of this, of course, we have entertainment boxes being ticked, because this morning we have the beautiful Amy Jones in the building. Oh, yes, you cannot believe how excited we are for this one. She's got some new music. She's got a latest single coming through. So, Mzansi, we got you sorted for the next 3 hours. Don't worry, sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride. Someone that's ready to serve you and come along for the ride, of course, the one and only Zoalisha, standing looking pretty in pink.
She is in pink indeed. Thank you, and a very good morning to you. We love connecting with you, and we're going to connect with you on social media. Our question for you, in fact, is this morning, what is your fondest family tradition? Tell us about a tradition that has stood the test of time in your family. Perhaps it's carried over from one generation to the next. Share your voice note with us. Our number is 063-408-8863. You can even comment on the post on the Facebook page, but let us know some of those family traditions, and we'll take a look at those throughout the show. But it's that time of the morning for us to kickstart things. Here's Ewan with your headlines.
Thank you very much, Zoe. All right, let's start off your morning with your news headlines. It's 2 minutes past 6 o'clock. Taking a look at your national news headlines, the case against 2 Namibians involved in the break-in on President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm in Limpopo has been adjourned in the Bela Bela Magistrates Court until Friday. Now, in February 2020, 39-year-old Emanuela David and 30-year-old Froliana Joseph allegedly stole $580,000 from the president's farm, Pala Pala. They are facing 4 charges, including conspiracy to commit burglary, theft and money laundering. They remain in custody. The 2 will formally apply for bail on Friday. And the rapist and murderer Thabo Bester's girlfriend, Dr. Nandipa Magudumana's appeal in the High Court in Bloemfontein against the Magistrates Court refusal to release her on bail has been dismissed. Acting Judge Melissa Jordan said that the Magistrates Court ruling was correct in refusing her bail application. Now, Jordan said the state's evidence against Magudumana, that she was closely involved in Bester's escape and that they had to flee Tanzania, was convincing enough. Making international news headlines, the first international campus of the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, the IIT Madras, has officially opened in the Tanzanian archipelago of Zanzibar. Now, the Zanzibar campus offers a 4-year Bachelor of Science degree in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence and a 2-year Master of Technology program in Data Science and AI. Now, IIT Madras, a public technical university in Chennai, is one of India's top-ranked universities. Now, 46 students from India and Zanzibar have already registered for a BSc degree course. And Japan says the G7 support for Ukraine in its war against Russia will not have an influence on the Israel-Hamas war. Now, the foreign ministers of the G7 countries are meeting in Tokyo. The Ukrainian foreign minister will join them virtually. Japan, currently chairing the G7, will apply pressure for a unified message to end the Middle East conflict in the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Now, Japan has stressed that the G7 will continue sanctions against Russia and that its support for Ukraine has not decreased despite the crisis in the Middle East. And we'll end off on this story. Heading into summer, the George municipality in the Western Cape has unveiled a groundbreaking device to assist in water emergencies ahead of the busy summer beach season. Now, using drone technology, fire and rescue officials can drop inflatable devices to swimmers in distress. Now, this is a first for South Africa. The aim is to keep visitors safe at the beach. Now, attached to the drone is a floating device which inflates automatically on deployment, keeping the swimmer afloat until rescue. Now, the device also has an audio function which allows rescuers to communicate with those in distress and the rescue team as well. Now, the George Rescue Services currently have 2 of these innovative inflatable devices, and both are reusable. Some good news for the summer season upcoming. That's your news headlines for the 6 o'clock bulletin. Right now, Raul is standing by with your sports.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Yes, let's dive into all things sport this morning and starting with cricket. Yes, the World Cup's going on and crazy things are happening. Now, Glenn Maxwell's incredible unbeaten 201 not out led Australia to a dramatic 3-wicket victory over Afghanistan in Mumbai, propelling them into the World Cup semi-finals. Now, facing a challenging target of 292, Australia found themselves at 91 for 7, seemingly destined for a defeat. However, Maxwell, who was dropped on 33 runs, went on to produce an extraordinary 128-ball innings featuring 21 fours and 10 sixes. Now, he became only the 3rd player to score a double century in a World Cup, joining the ranks of Martin Guptill and Chris Gayle. Now, Maxwell sealed the win with a 6, leaving almost 3 overs to spare. Now, don't forget, you can also catch the Cricket World Cup live on SABC3, SABC radio stations, or download the SABC Plus app, and there's no subscription needed. Well, let's carry on with the rest of the sports news right now. Diving into rugby, Irish club Munster have confirmed that Springbok lock RJ Snyman will undergo surgery for a chest injury sustained during the World Cup final against New Zealand. Now, Snyman, who returned to rugby in March after 2 years of knee injuries, will have the procedure in South Africa. Now, his club teammate Jean Klein returned without injury, and several other Munster players, including Tag Burn, Dave Kilcoyne, Jeremy Loughman, Conor Murray and Peter Mahoney have rejoined the team after their World Cup duties with Ireland. Well, carrying on with rugby news, still a light after that World Cup win, but South Africa's Bongi Mbonambi criticised England as unprofessional after being cleared of racially abusing Tom Curry during the Rugby World Cup semi-finals. Now, World Rugby found insufficient evidence, coming through with a quote there, to support Curry's claim. Now, Mbonambi explained the incident stemmed from Curry's misunderstanding of Afrikaans, which the Springboks used to prevent opponents from understanding their messages. Now, he expressed disappointment with England, emphasizing the need for cultural awareness. On top of this, World Rugby stressed Curry made the allegation in good faith, with no suggestion of malice. Now, both players faced online abuse, and Curry's club, Sale Sharks, condemned the criticism directed at him. Well, from rugby, let's move over to football action, and Manchester City booked their spot in the Champions League knockout stage with a 3-0 victory over Young Boys, making it 4 wins in 4 Group G matches. Now, Erling Haaland, who had injury concerns, allayed fears with a brace in the match. Now, his remarkable Champions League record now stands at 39 goals in 34 games. Haaland opened the scoring with a first-half penalty and then struck with a stunning long-range shot after Phil Foden's impressive goal doubled City's lead. Now, Young Boys' Sandro Lopa was sent off in the second half as City extended their remarkable home-winning streak to 23 games in 2023. Well, that's all the sporting news I have for you right now. We'll do it all again in the hour. For now, though, it's time to dive into weather, and Zoe has the latest.
Thank you, Raul. Well, let's start off with some news. With rain falling steadily across Gauteng yesterday, the Johannesburg Road Agency said flooding had affected some roads in the city. Flooding occurred in Turf Club Road, Kenilworth, Albertina Sisulu Road between Westlake Road and 4th Road, and Mount Cook Street in Lenasia. The agency urged motorists to be cautious and patient, ensuring their safety and that of other road users. Meanwhile, the SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 1 warning for disruptive rainfall, leading to localized flooding of roads, settlements and low-lying areas, as well as difficult driving conditions in dirt roads expected in places over Musina, Tulamela and the Collins-Chabane local municipalities in Limpopo province. Well, that's where I leave your weather news. Let's take a look at your temperatures for today. those are your temperatures and what to expect for your Wednesday. Let's take a look at your sunrise views. This one was sent in by Habiba from Muizenberg. A look at those colors. This is what Habiba had to say. These captivating tones are just beautiful. The fluffy clouds cascading across the sky is absolutely magical. Well, I hope today you have a magical day. If you would love to share your good morning photo with us, do so on our WhatsApp line. That number's on your screen right now. It's 063 408 8863.
All right, well, your Wednesday is now officially underway. Go make yourself a quick cup of coffee. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're looking forward to the weekend. And for the culinary hotline, today we are gearing up for those Diwali celebrations, and it's going to be delicious. It's going to be magnificent. It's going to be colorful. So stick around for that. Chef Clem is standing by. And then, of course, we're also super excited because the Samas are back on the South African events calendar, and they have a beautiful new home as well. We'll run you through all the entertainment news stories after the break.
Hi, I can hear you.
And then, it's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome to the culinary hotline. Bling! Ting! Ting! This morning is a very special morning. I've got one of my favorite people in the kitchen this morning, and she's going to be giving us a how-to on Diwali, which is happening this Sunday. Yes. So very excited. Please, can we welcome Yashna to the kitchen?
Hi.
Very, very, very excited to have you in the kitchen this morning. I'm actually spending Diwali with you and your family.
Yes,
Megan and I will be joining you.
Yes.
It's my first ever Diwali. Ever. I feel really bad. So besides cooking and learning about all the amazing food that's going to be, we can expect on Sunday, I also want to go through some do's and don'ts for people that are going to be having their first Diwali. We're gonna go through all of that. And South Africa, if you have any questions for us this morning on anything Diwali related or anything foodie related, please send us a voice note through WhatsApp. And the magic number is 063 408 8863. Very excited. Yashna, let's start cooking because I'm so excited. I'm seeing all my favorite things. So let's stop. But let's swap.
I'm ready.
The reason we're going to swap is because I don't want you to get anything on your outfit this morning. Thank you for making the effort.
Thank you.
Diwali
has come early for me, basically.
And I love it. So okay, I'm going to get the heat on. What is our first dish that we're making?
The first thing we're going to make is actually a 2-ingredient naan. Super easy, super quick. Because I won't lie, but roti is not the easiest thing to make. As much as everyone, all the mothers will tell you, it's really, really difficult.
It's a labor of love. But also, it's just it's some labor. There's some labor involved.
And the rolling skills, it takes a bit. So the 2-ingredient naan, you can either use self-raising flour or you can use normal flour with baking soda, and then Greek yogurt and your salt.
Nice.
And that's kind of it. So
okay, so let me actually, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
This is a non-messy one. If you can just mix the yogurt into the flour and all the ingredients, and I will start rolling that out. Talk to me about the curry. What curry are we making?
So we are doing a lamb curry, and it's one of my favorite recipes, honestly. and I use the spices that my mom actually couriers to me from KZN.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this because I feel like the magic lays in the spices.
It 100% does.
Okay,
I
and,
have struggled to get this here in Cape Town
Cape
since
Town
I
do
moved
better.
here.
Cape Town do better. Give us better spice supply if we want the real stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the spices. Also, by the way, the fact that they're in the Tupperware. Then if someone comes to you with spices in the Tupperware,
Can you smell it though? Can you smell it? It's so good, right?
Wow, okay, so let's talk through what's in the Tupperware at the moment.
So this is Kashmiri masala, and that is a Ramba Rosi masala. So they're very specific, and usually when I make the curry, I would mix a bit. So I would use 4 teaspoons of that and 4 teaspoons of that. It just depends on how hot you can handle.
So the heat, is the heat coming from the Kashmiri?
The heat is coming from both of those. This is garam masala.
Okay,
so,
and that's your special blend?
No, I mean,
Of course.
I can't make spices from scratch.
Your mom.
It's my mom.
You know what? How long will it take us to fly Yashna's mom down to Cape Town? No, okay. So, and Kashmiri also gives us a beautiful color, right?
100%. That's what adds the oomph.
The oomph.
The oomph.
So we're using lamb knuckles. Love that. Are we browning that off first?
We're doing onions first. We do onions first, and then we do the cinnamon stick. There you go.
I mean, I've also found that in Indian cuisine, a lot of the times you're not browning the meat before.
Don't.
And I also understand that when you look at the meat after it's cooked, it looks a lot more silky and a lot more the way it falls off the bone.
Yes.
And I think that comes from not browning it before the time.
So it's basically about building your spice blend at the base. Your onions, your curry leaf, your cinnamon sticks, your methi seeds. Oh, I think the English word for methi seeds is fenugreek.
Yeah, and it's over. Yeah.
Haha,
So I'm going to be very honest with you. I always look at it and I'm like, fenugreek, I know you belong in so many Indian-inspired dishes. I've never used it. Either I buy it ground up, but apparently this is the best way.
And you fry it now with your onions.
Because it's so hard, right?
But you won't even notice it in the curry.
Does it go soft?
It goes super soft. It forms part of the gravy.
Okay, and how much are we using?
So I think you use about a teaspoon or so, to be honest. My mom has never given me exact quantities of things. You kind of figure things out and you measure with your heart.
But I find like that's a lot of like the traditional South African recipes.
Yes.
And then it'll be like that brown cup that you had back in the day, 4 of those brown cups. But now you don't have a brown cup. And that actually responsibility falls on us to like rewrite those recipes and make sure that they live on forever. So I love those recipes.
Even when I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, can you just give me the quantities of what? She was like, I think you're gonna have to phone your auntie because I don't have the quantities for you. You just need to throw in a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And feel it.
and feel it. And smell it. So I think as you cook more, you kind of get a feel for what the curry looks like and smells like, and then you're like, I'm on the right track.
It becomes like mental, like memory, like muscle memory, but like when it comes to food. I love that. Okay, fenugreek in, what is the, I know that we would normally cook our onions to the point where they're a little translucent.
Yes,
We're gonna fast forward. What goes in next?
And then afterwards, you start adding in your spices.
Okay. Talk to me, what's first?
So you can add in 1 teaspoon of the turmeric. I guess that's your turmeric.
1 teaspoon?
Yes.
Cool.
You need to add in your garam masala.
How much? What would your mom say?
I would say 2 teaspoons of that.
2 teaspoons of that.
Yes. We need to add in, I think that's dhania powder.
This smells like, yeah, it's dhania.
Yes.
Another teaspoon?
Yes. And then 4 teaspoons, so maybe about a tablespoon and a bit of that, and a tablespoon and a bit of that.
Ooh.
I hope everyone can handle spice.
We can handle spice in this kitchen. Okay, that's looking good. It's smelling amazing. So the purpose now is to toast these beautiful spices and add more oil.
Yes,
Because people also get like quite like iffy about oil in curries. It's so important.
It's so important, and I would rather choose to add the oil into the spices because it helps it create the base than adding water. I feel like water waters down your curry, and you don't want that. That is the last thing you will add.
So here's the thing that I've learned. Water carries color, oil, fat, carries flavor.
Yes.
So definitely
you're 100%
don't skip on that oil part.
And then now is when you would add your meat.
Now we add the meat. Okay, I'm gonna be a little cheeky, right? So I wanted to add more oil to it. It's not part of your recipe.
No,
oh,
no.
Yashna's mom's coming for me. Can I add a little bit of ghee? Because I wanted to add more fat to
You
it.
can 100% add ghee. I think ghee, over the Diwali time, we use a lot of it because we use it in our baking, and we also use it in some cooking if you want your food a lot more richer, a lot more flavorful. So ghee is definitely, go ahead. You've
She's
got
that
the
girl.
approval. You got the stamp
There
of
we go.
approval.
There we go. Okay, cool. And that's going in. And again, also, when I cook steaks at home, I cook it in ghee because butter gives you amazing flavor. Basically, ghee being clarified butter.
Yes.
It doesn't burn. So cook your steaks this festive season. We're only cooking with ghee, okay? Calories? What? No, it's the festive season, right? Ghee for everything. This is looking and smelling
Smells
amazing.
good, right?
We are gonna wrap up a little bit, but when we come back, we're gonna show you how we finish this amazing dish, plus the naan. Don't get away. We'll be back with more Culinary Art Time Bling!
Dit lyk heerlik. Dit lyk baie lekker. The aromas that's filling the studio right now.
Insane. I
Making
wish we
us
could just send smiles across the TV.
You know, where's that smell-o-vision right about now? Listen, but it is time right now to talk about load shedding, because we can't talk about it enough. Now, even though we are helpless when the power cuts come, there are certain devices that can actually make our experience just a little bit better. And Vodacom has a few gems available through their enhanced feature that are load shedding game changers. For example, you can use a UPS to keep the internet on, which is very, very cool. Smart lighting to keep your lights on. And you can even get an air fryer, which will help you cook your food super fast before the power cuts. And we've asked you online which item would help you the most. So let's quickly see what everyone had to say on social media. Let's take a look there. Alrighty. Olivia says, definitely an air fryer. It'll make my life complete. I agree, Olivia.
Let's see. Matetso says air fryer, also agreeing over there. Latoya says definitely a mini UPS so I can stay connected and not have to cancel any of my online teaching classes. Oh, that's very important.
Yeah.
This will definitely be amazing and a great help for me.
I'm here for that. Let's not stop the education, but let's keep the comments coming through. Veronica says smart lighting will definitely do for let there be light. I love that. And Mbali says definitely a mini UPS. Oh, right.
Zanella says smart lighting for me, it will be helpful for me and my kids during a time like this, you know, especially exam times. Definitely. Do we have any more comments? Let's come and see. That's it. So there we have it. There's three kind of devices for load shedding. Which one would you go for?
I was thinking about this again, and I was thinking about this question. I was initially going to say I just need light, that's all I need. But actually, it's fine without light. I just need to stay connected. I think when you're connected, there's a lot that you can still do, and you can pass time
is not a
easily.
problem for you. You don't have to.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll just get shredded. But I think I'll definitely go with the UPS. I think for a lot of us, staying connected is vital. It helps us with work, with entertainment, with so many other reasons. So a lot of my house is actually running off Wi-Fi, so I actually need it more than anything now.
Okay.
So?
For me, it's the lights. I, funny enough, realized with load shedding, I actually don't like the dark. I don't like coming home to a dark house. I don't like driving down dark streets. So for me, the lights are important.
I get it. I can't believe none of you said air fryer, because I'm with some of our viewers, man. Our air fryer is life. It changes your life. I can do a candle. It's fine. But that's what I would go for. I love an air fryer. It's quick and easy, and you get your food done. So there's a couple of things that you can look out to just enhance that experience. And now the competition is still open, just in case you were wondering, for you to win 3,000 Rand courtesy of Vodacom. To enter, very easy. Simply tell us which item you would choose to make your load shedding experience just a little bit better. A UPS, a smart lighting system, or even an air fryer to get that dinner done in a flash. So what you can do is you can share your answer on the Expresso Facebook, X, or Instagram pages using that hashtag Enhance with Vodacom. All the T&Cs can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Mzansi, enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together, Vodacom.
Back in the kitchen to give you a quick recap before we say goodbye for this first part. Yashna, lamb's gone into the pan. It's looking and smelling amazing.
Yes, it
What is
has.
the next step for the curry?
So for the lamb, the next thing you'll add is your ginger garlic, so that it can add flavor, and then you add in yogurt. It's a secret to be
Okay.
honest, because a lot of people add in mas, but add in your lamb, your yogurt, and then let that cook down. We'll then add in our potatoes, our tomatoes, and then we just kind of leave it to do its thing.
Oh, do its thing. And then the breads are about to get rolled out, and then shortly
Yes.
that, we're going to start frying some breads.
Perfect.
South Africa, it is looking and smelling amazing. Go and check out this recipe on expressoshow.com. You're gonna want this recipe. Trust me. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Do it like this. Get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuned into your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on S3. Listen, can we just say, I feel actually bad for you guys. You can't smell what is going on here because the food and the aromas coming from the kitchen is incredible. Even our control room up there saying they can smell it. I mean, I had to just stop Zoe from floating into the kitchen just now because it really is.
I might hijack the culinary hotline just to go and taste. But listen, we want to talk about some entertainment news.
Yeah, it is insane. There's so much happening.
And so many exciting things. Now, in case you missed this in my news, Joseph Shabalala and Lady Smith Black Mambazo, they were selected as South Africa's entry into the Oscars. Now, South African documentary called Music Is My Life, Joseph Shabalala and Lady Smith Black Mambazo, in collaboration with SABC1, has been selected as a submission for the Best International Feature Film for next year's 96th Academy Awards, which is unbelievable. I think the only time we've ever won in that category when it was under a different category was the movie Tsotsi.
Yes, yes. No, listen, this is big. I mean, even just bringing home the award, even just the nomination itself would be a fitting conclusion to the film. And the film focuses, of course, on the life of the legendary leader of the country's most iconic isicathamiya a cappella group who hailed from Lady Smith, and of course, shining a spotlight on Lady Smith Black Mambazo's frontman Joseph Shabalala. The film explores his rise to international fame with the group following their musical journey and the political forces that helped to form it. So it's really a gripping story, and man, all of the best. I think that's fantastic.
All of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some of the best musicians in South Africa.
Talking about the best musicians, I mean, after the withdrawal from the Department of Economic Development and Tourism and Environmental Affairs of KwaZulu-Natal, a new home for the Samas has been secured and is back on our calendar of events. How cool is that? I mean, this is one of those events, I think, that the entire country just kind of sits down for and watches. And if those in attendance, it is a massive spectacle. It's beautiful. Now, Summer 29 will be live on the 18th of November, this Net Omidrai 2023 at the Sunbet Arena at Times Square, Menlyn, Maine. Beautiful venue as well. The red carpet will kick off at 4 p.m. and the award show will be live on SABC1 from 8 p.m. Put it in your diaries right now. Now, the recording industry of South Africa has announced that Summer 29 will be hosted in collaboration with Africa Fest. Now, Africa Fest, if you don't know, is set to host the after party. They are also known as the most spectacular African concert experience South Africa has ever seen and will feature some of the best Amapiano artists and top talent such as Kabza De Small, Makadzi, Vivian Gogo, Something Soweto, Kampela, Pabi Cooper, Nkosazana Daughter, Uncle Waffles, Mas Musique, and Sam Deep, and also many, many more. So it's gonna be off the charts, that's for sure.
It's going to be incredible. Now, our next story, I mean, we've seen Mr. Beast. He has been, I saw he was handing out cell phones for Halloween. Well, Mr. Beast is one of YouTube's most famous and top creators, and he's gone viral this time for building 100 water wells in Africa. Now, he took to YouTube to upload a video of his good work, a video that now sits at over 50 million views. And in the video clip, viewers follow Mr. Beast's journey, making a difference in the small village in Kenya. How incredible. I love it when, yes, the platform is there, but then they're doing it for good.
You know what? He's worked so hard to build this platform, and now he's at a point where he can actually do some really good, and he's doing just that. And I love that. I mean, look at that, 100 wells. I mean, that is a game changer for these communities, which I think is fantastic. And look at that. It's like striking gold.
But
it
also,
really is.
we take it for granted. We assume, you know, water should be available for everyone, but that's not the case.
It's not the case. And I'm glad we have somebody like him stepping up and, you know, yes, it's for his platform and all of that, but look at what he's able to do, man. Love it. Well done, Mr. Beast.
Oh, well, listen, if you want to see the full story, go check out Mr. Beast's YouTube channel. And then we need to talk about the Kardashians. Kourtney Kardashian and husband Travis Barker. They have welcomed their first baby boy together. Sources have confirmed the birth of the baby boy, but no additional details about his delivery, including who was present at that time. I remember in previous shows, whenever Kourtney had her babies, she pulled them out herself. It was very weird that that was on TV. I thought it was the weirdest thing, but that was a Kourtney Kardashian thing.
Yep.
And rumor has it, baby's name is Rocky.
Oh, Rocky.
Rocky.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Nothing else? Nothing else to it?
Well, we don't know any further details,
because
but I mean...
I'm sure I saw something with an X and a something. It's like Rocky the 13th or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, so there we have it. Some Kardashian news for you.
Some Kardashian
entertainment news.
Some local news, some Mr. Beast news. We just brought you some tidbits from all over the world. But perhaps there's some news you would love to share with us. Perhaps there's news we might have missed. You're welcome to let us know on our social media pages.
Oh, I absolutely love that. I'm here for Mr. Beast and the Wells. Big ups, brother. But for now, though, I am here for you because here's a reminder. Applications to be in the next Woolworths Re-Denim campaign are officially in full swing. Now, if you haven't yet entered, here are some tips for your TikTok videos so you can put your best self forward. All right, you ready for this? Listen up. Pay attention. Tip number 1. Your personality and energy will help you stand out, right? So make sure that you show that in your videos. Bring all the energy and your energy specifically, all right? That's pretty simple. Number 2, we're obviously looking for real people, not professional models, so don't shy away from showing your unique look and style. Remember, it's you that no one else can replicate, so we really want to see your character come to the forefront here. Now, we have officially reached our capacity with our entries on WhatsApp, so that means WhatsApp submissions are closed. However, you can still enter through the TikTok challenge. Now, all you need to do is upload a video to TikTok showing off your show them energy. And don't forget to tag Woolworths_SA and make sure you use the hashtag ReXShowThem. And it's pretty much that simple, right? So your TikTok entries close on Friday. That's the 10th of November. That's coming up at the end of this week. Now, your T's and C's do apply, and it can be found at expressoshow.com. But let me tell you, there's no point in trying to be anybody else. Why? Because they're already doing that. What you can do is be you, and that's the most unique trump card that you can use in this one, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get you the job. So what are you waiting for? This Friday is the cutoff. There's a lot of fun that can be had. Bring your energy, and let's show them what you got, Mzansi.
Oh, well, listen, this is your feel-good breakfast show. And yes, Wednesday means it's the culinary hotline. But Chef Yashna doesn't know this yet, but she's spoiling us for breakfast with her lamb curry. The aromas in the studio is unbelievable. You do not want to miss out on that delicious recipe. And then stay tuned. We have some great ways for you to win.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back in the kitchen with part 2 of the culinary hotline. Bling! Ding, ding, ding!
This is so exciting.
It is, right? And we wake up like this at like 3:45 in the morning. What are you doing at 3:45 in the morning? Sleeping. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is smelling, looking absolutely amazing.
Yes.
That naan dough, super soft, super amazing, comes together so easily. We're going to start rolling soon.
Perfect.
You spoke about garlic and ginger going in next.
Yes, garlic and ginger goes in now, and then that's followed by your yogurt.
There we
So
go.
you're basically building now your curry base. Yogurt, there you go.
Yogurt. What happened to the ginger? It's in there.
It's mixed.
It's mixed. Okay, in it goes. In it goes.
It's always better to use crushed ginger and garlic because it just melts more into the curry instead of whole.
I saw that
personal preference.
I saw that you used a microplane or a fine grater because that's super fine. And again, you want textures. You want it to melt in.
You want it to melt in.
So that's a good way to do that. Where is my wooden spoon? Let me get another. Here we go. So I had a bunny chow that you made me. It was so amazing. Could you use this lamb for that bunny chow dish? I know it's got bones in.
No, but I love bones in a bunny chow. I don't like, because I feel like bones keep the meat so tender, and that's what the yogurt does as well. So this curry can 100% be used for a bunny chow. Oh.
You know what? Also, South Africa, if you put your stove on, it does sometimes help when you cook a curry. There we go, stove on. So, okay, so you say yes, with the bones, perfectly fine. It keeps the meat nice and tender, you said. I can also imagine it keeps the meat together in a structural sense as well. So the meat's hanging around there instead of everything just falling off.
And it will still fall off the bone. And you'll have a few pieces here and there, but it makes the experience so much better.
Where do you go, and you can say, where do you go in Cape Town for a good bunny chow?
I don't...
Cape Town do better.
I don't want to say because I think we make the best bunny chow at home.
Uh-huh.
So my boyfriend makes a really good mutton curry, and
He does. Shout out Cornell. Cornell makes a killer curry.
And yeah, so in Cape Town, if I go to KZN, best believe I am getting a bunny chow.
Okay.
My dad's favorite place used to be in Richards Bay. There was a specific place called K&K's, and he would go there every week to get his bunny chow, to get his biryani, to get his fish biryani. Like, it was a staple.
Sounds absolutely amazing. Okay, so I was about to ask you about etiquette when it comes to eating bunny chows because I have no etiquette. I don't even need hands. I just go, never mind. So let's talk about etiquette when it comes to Diwali because it's my first Diwali ever. When it comes to gifts, right? Because I already said to you, what can I bring? And you were like, Bri, if you bring a crumb, you're in trouble. Because you said there's so much food on the day.
There's so much food. I think, like, we already are baking 3-4 days before Diwali actually happens. So we're busy preparing sweetmeats. We're busy getting everything prepped and ready. And for us, it's a really big celebration. So what we tend to do is on Diwali, we give parcels to each other.
Okay.
So I would put together all my sweetmeats in separate boxes and deliver it to family and friends.
All right.
Unless you're having something at home, and then it's kind of a takeaway box. Biscuits, chocolates, barfi, chana magaj. I know we're going to be making those later.
Yes. So I like that. And we are going to be talking about more gifting a little later. So the whole thing you said now that I know that you're not, don't bring any food.
Don't
you said
bring
it, like,
any
bring boxes of
food.
chocolate. You also mentioned candles.
So Diwali is known as the festival of lights. So light is very important, especially when it gets darker. What happens is we start lighting little diyas, we call them diyas, around the house. So your front doors are open, your windows are open. Just don't burn the house down.
It was worth saying.
I've caught...
She's watched our segments.
My outfit has caught a light a few times because I'll walk and the scarf will go over the flame and then there's a hole.
No. So fire extinguishers already. At any Indian event, fire extinguishers already in case a sari catches.
But you also get the, you don't have to light a diya or a candle. You can also just get the fake ones.
Okay.
The electronic ones that switch on and off. Battery powered,
Nice.
It still gives the same effect. Some people will decorate their houses with fairy lights. Some people will put lanterns in the front. It just depends on how far you want to go.
I love it. Okay, so what else? I'm not done with that conversation, but what else goes into the lamb right now?
So right now you would need to put in your potatoes. And then you need to make sure those potatoes are well coated in that seasoning.
Okay, and you say we can add water, but a little bit of water.
Just a splash.
We're not trying to drown the ingredients.
No, we're not. Because
Okay.
we are going to still add in your tomatoes, which will add to the curry.
So a touch of water.
Touch.
Was that too much?
No, it's okay. You're
There
good.
we go.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, have we got someone? Let's see. Have we got someone on the phone? We got a voice note.
Oh.
Who is it? Let's hear. Okay, let's hear the voice note.
Good morning, Expresso team. It's Roshni. The tradition that's being passed down is giving back to the community. Diwali is this weekend, and we always get hampers and fireworks packed, and we give it to families in need. And that's been a tradition in our family for generations.
I love that. Also, I like that, she just woke up, but she's ready to share the message. And I love it. It's all about community, and it's about sharing and embracing community.
Very much so.
I like that. And it's pretty cool. So, and like you said, it's about also sharing those parcels of like delicious things. But
Yes.
again, community.
To families in need.
Now, can I be that guy after such a meaningful conversation to go to something quite... What do I wear?
Oh, you can wear anything. It's you don't have to. So traditionally, men wear kurta tops, and women will wear Punjabis or saris.
But if I don't have that...
If you don't have, it's really okay, because a lot of Indian fashion now is Indo-Western. So people would mix like a sari top with like a pants or something and rock a skirt.
Okay.
And
Can
you're
you
good
tell
to
I'm
go.
excited?
I can tell.
So
I'm so excited. about it.
Okay.
And salt. You need your salt.
Very important. It doesn't matter how good your spice blend is. If you're not adding enough salt, you're not tasting anything. And also keep in mind, potatoes suck up salt. So you want to compensate for that, and you want to make sure you add enough salt. And, I like that what's happened is once I added the water, it's come up to a boil.
Yes.
All those flavors, some oils
Oh,
are doing.
smells so good. You're doing a
amazing
good job, I promise.
Well, first time in the kitchen. Okay, looking absolutely good. And the whole
Perfect.
studio has been saying the smells right now are unreal. Yashna, this is looking absolutely amazing.
I'm so excited.
I'm seeing someone at the corner of my eye who's made her way into the kitchen.
Hi. Hi.
Incredible, but this food
Thank
you're
you
making
so
is unbelievable. Chef Clem, you've been making us so hungry the whole morning. Is there anything for me to taste?
Unfortunately not.
Not yet.
It's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Okay.
And it's going to take quite a little bit of time for that meat to cook
Yes,
down. But
yes.
Zoe, I promise. Actually, no.
By
we've
the
got a
end
little
of
bit
the
over
show.
there.
I can wait till the end. I can wait till the end.
Okay. But
wait till the end.
it's smelling
It
so
smells
good.
So good, so good.
Smelling amazing.
Oh, Yashna, I love what you are wearing today.
Thank you so much, Zoe.
How many of these beautiful outfits do you have? Do you get
I'm
one?
scared to say because the cupboard is bursting at the seams there.
Oh.
But then you also mix and match. So like I was saying, you would wear a sari with a different blouse. You can wear a Punjabi top with a different scarf. So you have hundreds of options.
Oh, I love it. And why did you choose this one for today?
So I am feeling pastel shades recently. I know Diwali is a lot of bright colors, bold colors. But for me, I'm obsessed with pink and I chose the duck egg blue. So yeah, for me, I needed to be comfortable. Easy to move, because Chef was like, Clem was like, you're going to be cooking. So,
Yes.
so just arms need to be.
And I'm glad they didn't give you the apron, but I see you've been very good with not getting any of this on your beautiful
My
outfit.
hands, that's as far as it goes.
That's as far as it goes, don't worry. We'll take care of that. Chef Clem, how are things going over there?
Amazing. We're about to start frying some naan, so I'm going to get the heat on for
Yes.
that.
I've got one ready to go. I'm not as fast, actually, as I thought I would be.
But also the way that the aunties would do that, and they'd have fat conversations while doing it, not even looking at anything in front of them.
Can I help with
yes,
one?
Yes,
So you
yes.
just
So
take
you
it?
need to like press it down, around, round, and then dip it in a bit of flour.
Yashna, by the way, Zoe's getting married this weekend.
What?
Getting married this weekend?
That's so exciting. Do you need a lamb curry?
I would love a lamb curry for breakfast, please.
So I wanted to say also, traditionally, we normally have vegetarian food on Diwali.
Yes.
So meat is not like often made, but there are obviously some people in South Africa who do have meat on Diwali. So even when I was picking to choose like lamb curry, it's because it's such a good curry.
Okay.
But traditionally, I know there's a lot of vegetarian that is made because it is also a day of prayer.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but how easy would it be to swap the lamb out with paneer?
Super easy, super easy. I think there is a paneer, you can buy the paneer ready-made. You don't even have to make your paneer from scratch. So you buy it frozen. I normally pop it in the air fryer, and then I would make the curry base, and then throw add the paneer.
So you add it to the air fryer to get a little bit of a crust on the outside?
Yes, so I do that, but I know not a lot of people do that.
That sounds amazing. I would have that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That sounds so good. Okay. Don't go anywhere. I promise you, in the next part, we will do more cooking than talking. No, actually, I'm lying. But don't get away. We'll be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling! Ding!
Lovely stuff. Thank you very, very much. That kitchen just smells unbelievable. It looks amazing as well. And you know what? Your kitchen and in your home, I mean, we know that this is your sanctuary and your place of comfort when you're thinking about how to style it. So, you know, advice, always choose functionality and design that elevates your space. Now, we can talk about things like tiles on offer at CTM. Now, they recently celebrated 40 years of incredible service to South Africa and gave you the chance to win a 10,000 Rand CTM voucher. And all you had to do was follow the entry prompts on ctm.co.za to insert a picture of the room that you'd like to renovate and post a screenshot of the final look on the CTM competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages using hashtag 40 years of CTM. Now, Priti Machitse did just that. And we have her on the line this morning. Priti, are you there?
Yay.
Good morning, Priti. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm super, super well. Thanks for entering. You are one of 2 finalists this morning. How do you feel for making it this far?
Yay! I'm very happy.
Okay, you know, I thought I'm going to catch you out there, but you are the winner of a 10,000 Rand CTM voucher. Congratulations. Oh, man, this is a phenomenal prize. And I mean, you can do so much with it. So what's the plan? What is this? First of all, what does this win means for yourself and your family as well?
It will be a great prize for me and my family, and it will mean a lot for me.
I can-
I can buy a floor tiles and toilets.
Oh man, I love that for you. Now, I mean, Christmas definitely came early for you. So what's the plan? How are you going to spend this 10,000 Rand CTM voucher? What are you going to do to elevate your home?
I'm going to buy my family tiles and flight toilets.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, it definitely seems that you have a plan. Congratulations, Pretty. Thank you very much for being part of our family, and enjoy the festive season and the 10,000 Rand CTM voucher.
Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
I'm very happy.
I love it. I love it. Pretty, thank you very much. You know what? That is nice. I love that. Making people happy with incredible partners like CTM. And of course, creating the place of your dreams is easier than you think at CTM. They've got tiles for any occasion and for any renovation that you can absolutely dream of. So there we have it. Pretty, thank you very much again, and congratulations.
Winner, winner, winner. Yes, please. And we're going to keep winning energy all throughout this morning. So, Mzansi, don't go anywhere. Of course, we're celebrating the Festival of Light. It's happening this weekend. And talking about the significance of Diwali. Of course, if you don't know anything about it, don't worry, we got you covered. And if you do, then you're probably looking at getting some gifts. So we've got that sorted too. Woolies are coming through with some incredible options to celebrate the Festival of Light. All that and a whole lot more just after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso on S3. We are almost 1 hour in, and it's time for us to play a game of Would You Rather. Now, financially speaking, a home is something we all want to save for, but a really substantial emergency fund is also something we all need to save for. So, given you have some extra money at the end of the month, which one would you start saving for first? It's time to find out in another round of Would You Rather. And today we have 3 options for you to choose from. First up is, would you rather A, save equally towards your emergency fund and deposit? B, first save for your emergency fund and then for your deposit? Or C, save for the deposit and then save for your emergency fund?
That's a tough one.
That is tough. This is probably one of the hardest ones I've ever encountered.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
I'm definitely going to say right now, if you don't have an emergency fund and you possibly are saving for deposit, then you're setting yourself up for potential failure, because I will feel stressed in that situation knowing that I've got all this money now tied up in a deposit, and if something goes wrong, I can't do anything about it. So I'm torn between kind of like A at the moment and B, to be very honest with you, just because I think like a deposit is a luxury right now if you don't have any sort of funding that's going to help you in those emergencies, and you kind of need to be protected. So I don't know, between A and B, I'm probably going to maybe say A-ish. I'm going to go with A. That was a tough one.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go with C. I'm going to go with C because
Why?
I am going to save up for a deposit for a house because, you know, that's important for me. But I'll make sure that the deposit isn't tied up. So if something should happen, I can just, you know, just scoop a little bit. Just a little bit. But the main goal would be to save up for a deposit.
Found a loophole.
Knowing that I'm also building a bit of a deposit.
I like that.
You know, or a safety fund.
I like that. So you've got lots of pearls of wisdom. What would you choose here?
I personally would just go for A, save equally between emergency fund
It'll take you twice as long.
It will take me twice as long, but at least the emergency fund's there and the deposit's there.
So you don't. But then
It's a safer option for me.
I will combine.
You'll combine.
I'll combine.
Okay.
Yes, I'll combine.
So you're just kind of actually going with like one fund for anything
One
and
fund.
everything.
One fund.
You went for D, bro.
What counts as an emergency? What counts as an emergency? Why would you? What would
Let's
let
say
you tap
that
into that
I
fund?
will have a medical emergency that the medical aid doesn't cover. So that is something that I will take out. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I will look at it as a one fund because it's two goals that I have. I mean, yes, you want to be a little bit secure. Yes, I have money in my account for those emergency, but I know that it's also going towards that deposit. So there is kind of I think a safe zone in my mind. I don't know. So option D. Let's go there.
You go with option D. See, I don't have the discipline you have. I'm a little bit too impulsive.
Doesn't sound like I have discipline.
So if I want to go on holiday right now, that's an emergency.
For sure.
That is very true. Very valid point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, this is actually a tough one. I don't know. How did you say for your wedding year? How did that go?
No, we've worked really hard and we were very blessed to not have to tap into savings
And
for
no
our wedding.
impulsive
Nothing impulsive.
situations.
It helps that my fiance is very much a spreadsheet type of guy.
Okay.
So we
So he keeps
complement
things in
each
check.
other really well. Like I got the flower quote and he was like, we don't need that many flowers. And I was like, but Pinterest said we need this many flowers. He was like, no, we can ask the florist to reduce.
Okay.
So it's been a
balance.
It's been a bit of a
I like that.
One thing that scares me is a budget, eh? Like, it's tough to stick to a budget. It's very difficult.
Well, let's see what you had to say online. In fact, let's take a look. Vijay says option A, both are equally important. See, I'm with Vijay there.
Yeah.
Nomaka Sana says A, do it the same because I say for one, it will delay the other. I think it's just run concurrently.
Just save, I guess, is this message. Therefore, Kang says, I would go for option A, so that's like that blend of both. Banalile Simelane says C, thank you. I don't even want to explain why.
Emergency fund first.
Respect it,
I get you.
Ashleen says option A, saving equally because an emergency is just that unexpected and unwanted. So having money for that kind of thing is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If you take a look at it like this, option A probably is a good way to go because, I mean, if you save up for one big fund like I would feel disappointed if I have to take out of that fund for an emergency. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I really do get that. But still.
Yeah. It's always interesting. Oh, well, listen, when it comes to your money, there is never a wrong or a right answer. But as always, we hope that these would you rather scenarios will get you thinking about your money critically so that you can make a habit of weighing out all of the pros and cons of any financial decision that you make.
Mabel, check this. With a MyGold's premium account, you get 12 free airport lounge visits.
12?
Yeah.
God, David, when are you busy planning your next getaway during office hours? Man.
Right, from our finances, we jump into another round of your news headlines 2 minutes before 7 o'clock. Let's start off with your national news headlines that's making waves this morning. Police have launched a manhunt for those responsible for robbing the Transport Minister, Sindisiwe Chikunga, and two of her bodyguards on the N3 highway between Vosloorus and Heidelberg. The tyres of Chikunga's car were punctured by spikes placed on the road. Speaking at the Pop Crew National Congress in Durban, Police Minister Becky Cele said the incident took place at 4 a.m. as the minister was travelling from KZN to Gauteng. Police spokesperson Brigadier Atlenda Mate said Chikunga and her bodyguards were robbed of their personal belongings and two SAP service pistols. And the case against 2 Namibians involved in the break-in on President Cyril Ramaphosa's farm in Limpopo has been adjourned in the Bela Bela Magistrates Court in Limpopo until Friday. In February 2020, 39-year-old Emanuela David and 30-year-old Froliana Joseph allegedly stole $580,000 from the president's farm, Pala Pala. They are facing 4 charges, including conspiracy to commit burglary, theft and money laundering. They remain in custody. The 2 will formally apply for bail on Friday. Making international news headlines this morning, the level of death and suffering in the war between Israel and Hamas is hard to fathom, says the World Health Organization. A spokesperson for the UN agency, Christian Lindmeier, pointed to the death toll on both sides and said on average 160 children are now being killed each day in Gaza. Lindmeier said nothing justifies the horror being endured by the civilians in Gaza, adding that health facilities there had been hit more than 100 times. Some 10,300 people have been killed in Gaza, including more than 4,100 children. And the first international campus of the Indian Institute of Technology Madras, the IIT Madras, has officially opened in the Tanzanian archipelago of Zanzibar. The Zanzibar campus offers a 4-year Bachelor of Science degree in Data Science and Artificial Intelligence and a 2-year Master of Technology program in Data Science and AI. IIT Madras, a public technical university in Chennai, is one of India's top-ranked universities. Now, 46 students from India and Zanzibar have already registered for a BSc degree course. And we'll end up with this news. Nigerian chef Hilda Basi has been dethroned as world record holder for cooking non-stop. An Irish chef has broken her record by more than 24 hours. Alan Fisher, based in Japan, cooked for 119 hours and 57 minutes at his Irish-themed restaurant in Matsue. That's according to the Guinness World Records. Hilda Basi's record was 93 hours and 11 minutes. She bagged the title earlier this year, and as we reported at the time, she said, and I quote, "I just knew I had to do something to put Nigeria on the map, to put young African women on the map." Basi has graciously vacated her title, wishing Alan Fisher all of the best. That's an astonishing time to cook. Chef Clem, now it's your turn. That's your news headlines for the 7 o'clock bulletin. We'll be back at 8 with another round. Here's another look at your sports.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Let's dive straight into sporting news right now. And let me tell you, the cricket has been bringing all the entertainment. Glenn Maxwell's incredible unbeaten 201 not out led Australia to a dramatic 3-wicket victory over Afghanistan in Mumbai, propelling them into the World Cup semi-finals. Now, facing a challenging target of 292 runs, Australia found themselves at 91 runs for 7 wickets, seemingly destined for a defeat. However, Maxwell, who was dropped on 33 runs, went on to produce an extraordinary 128-ball innings featuring 21 fours and 10 sixes. Now, he became only the 3rd player to score a double century in a World Cup, joining the ranks of Martin Guptill and Chris Gayle. Now, Maxwell sealed the win with a 6, leaving almost 3 overs to spare. Now, for you, Mzansi, don't forget, you can catch the Cricket World Cup live on SABC3, SABC radio stations, or download the SABC Plus app. And remember, no subscription is needed. Well, carrying on with all the sporting action right now and diving into rugby news, Irish club Munster has confirmed that Springbok lock Archie Snyman will undergo surgery for a chest injury sustained during the World Cup final against New Zealand. Now, Snyman, who returned to rugby in March after 2 years of knee injuries, will have the procedure in South Africa. Now, his club teammate Jean Klein returned without injury, and several other Munster players, including Tag Byrne, Dave Kilcoyne, Jeremy Loughman, Conor Murray, and Peter O'Mahony, have all rejoined the team after their World Cup duties with Ireland. Well, sticking to rugby news right now, South Africa's Bongi Mbonambi criticised England as unprofessional after being cleared of racially abusing Tom Curry during the Rugby World Cup semi-finals. Now, World Rugby found insufficient evidence to support Curry's claim, and Mbonambi explained the incident stemmed from Curry's misunderstanding of Afrikaans, which the Springboks used to prevent opponents from understanding their messages. Now, he expressed disappointment with England, emphasising the need for cultural awareness. Now, World Rugby stressed Curry made the allegation in good faith with no suggestion of malice. Now, both players faced online abuse, and Curry's club, Sale Sharks, condemned the criticism directed at him. Well, from our rugby news, let's dive into football action, and Manchester City booked their spot in the Champions League knockout stage with a 3-0 victory over Young Boys, making it 4 wins in 4 Group G matches. Now, Erling Haaland, who had injury concerns, allayed fears with a brace in the match. Now, his remarkable Champions League record now stands at 39 goals in 34 games. Now, Haaland opened the scoring with a first-half penalty and then struck with a stunning long-range shot after Phil Foden's impressive goal doubled City's lead. Now, Young Boys' Sandro Lopez was sent off in the second half as City extended their remarkable home-winning streak to 23 games in 2023. Well, we'll dive into more sporting action in the next hour. For now, though, a lot of you heading out on the roads. Let's see how we can serve you with traffic, and Zoe has the latest.
Thank you, Raul. Well, let's start off with your traffic in Pretoria. There's congestion on the N4 westbound between Watermeyer Street and Proefplaas Interchange. Traffic is slow. In Durban, there's a stationary bus on the N2 southbound after the ramp from Umgeni Road Interchange. The right shoulder is closed. Please exercise caution. And in Cape Town, Nyanga, there's been an accident on the N2 inbound. It's before Borchard's Quarry. The centre lane is currently closed, and that's causing heavy delays. That's your traffic. Let's take another look at your weather. And the trail of destruction unleashed across the Western and Eastern Cape by relentless rain, floods, storm surges and gale force winds in September has been declared a national disaster. This was confirmed by Dr. Elias Sithole, head of the National Disaster Management Centre, in a notice published in the Government Gazette yesterday. Sithole said the decision was reached after consultation with organs of state, provincial disaster risk management centres and assessments of the magnitude and severity of the weather. The disaster clarification makes it possible for the provincial governments to approach the centre for relief funds to recover and repair damaged infrastructure such as buildings, roads and bridges. In the Western Cape, the damage assessments for the September floods are calculated at 441 million rand for provincial infrastructure and 154 million rand for municipal damages. On that note, let's take a look at your temperatures for your Wednesday. If you're in Uppington, enjoy a hot 33 degrees Celsius for today. Well, those are your temperatures. Let's take a look at your sunrise views. And Gary Oakamp is our photo for this hour. And this is what he had to say. It's a bit overcast at Kids Beach in East London, but still beautiful. We absolutely agree. Well, if you would love to share your sunrise view, do so on our WhatsApp line. That number is 063 408 8863.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Before we do anything else, I got to ask you, is today your lucky day? Because you can play the lotto for an estimated 27.5 million rand, the lotto plus 1 for 3 million rand, or the lotto plus 2 for 13.5 million rand. And if you're feeling extra lucky, why not play all 3 and stand a chance to win a combined total estimated jackpot of 44 million rand. So make sure that you get your tickets ASAP in time for tonight's draw. You can buy your tickets in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529 hash for that USSD. And of course, to help you out, we will also post all of the details on our social media channels, so go check them out. And if you have any ideas of what you would want to do with 44 million rand, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what the rest of the crew would do with that kind of money.
I said this yesterday, I'll say it today. I will take this whole show on holiday, but we are also very excited, as you can hear, because Amy Jones is in studio and we can't wait to catch up with her and, of course, hear some incredible music from her. But it is the culinary hotline bling, so stay tuned for more cooking inspiration. That and a whole lot more still on its way.
Holiday digestive issues bothering you? Well, Adco Myogel has your back with a chance to win 5,000 Rand in cash each week.
Answer weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages, including that hashtag @GoMyogel, and it could be yours.
So don't let heartburn ruin the fun. Those T's and C's do apply. Good luck and stay comfy during the holidays.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are tuned in to your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. Wonderful to be with you, and welcome if you've just joined us. And it's a celebration of note. Now, Diwali, also known as Deepavali in many parts of the world, is a Hindu festival of lights that symbolizes the victory of good over evil and the triumph of light over darkness. Now, during Diwali, Hindus reflect on how we can illuminate the lives of those around us who are less fortunate regardless of race or religion. And in celebration of this year's Diwali, the South African Hindu Mahasabha, the SAHMS, hosted celebrations on the 3rd, the 4th and the 5th of November 2023 at the Suncoast parking site in Durban. And joining us live via Zoom to chat about these festivities is President of the SAHMS, Mr. Ashwin Trikamji. Mr. Ashwin, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, good morning to you and to all your viewers. Great to be on your show. Thank you for having me on your show.
It's such a pleasure, and I'm glad we have you to dive a little bit deeper and gain a better understanding of Diwali or Deepawali. It is said that Diwali is celebrated during the darkest days of October and November. Please explain this. Why is that? What does it mean exactly?
Well, firstly, in any month, in a calendar month, in the Hindu calendar month, the first 15 days are regarded as light days, and second 15 days are the dark days. And this is because after the first 15 days, the moon starts to wane. And wane means it starts getting smaller. So it reaches a point on the 15th day when it's at its darkest. So Diwali is celebrated during that time on the darkest night. And the reason for that is that's when people are expected to awaken, start to pray. They offer prayers and so on to get the benefit of prayer. And that is the reason why Diwali is celebrated on the darkest night, as it were, of the month.
I understand, the Festival of Lights, and it is such a beautiful celebration as well. And we're excited for this weekend because this weekend, the 12th of November, is the official Diwali day of 2023. You had a fantastic festival last weekend in Durban. I've got to ask, why not celebrate it all together this weekend?
Well, we always have it a week earlier because Diwali is a family day. It's a family occasion. Families get together, stay indoors, and celebrate Diwali. Of course, apart from the usual lighting of the lamp and indulging in sweetmeats, which are always very popular. But it's a family occasion. So we make sure, as the South African Hindu Mahasabha organizing the Durban Diwali festival, is that we don't interfere with families' celebrations on Diwali day, and we have it a week earlier. And that gives them an opportunity to come and enjoy themselves with the entire community. But on Diwali day, of course, they spend with their family.
I absolutely understand. And I mentioned the 12th of November, the official Diwali day of 2023. Who or what decides on the specific day that Diwali is celebrated every year?
Yeah, Diwali, it's all based on our calendar, right? And you're probably going to ask me why in India, for instance, people to celebrate Diwali over 5 days, right?
Yeah.
But the main day is chosen by way of the calendar. The calendar determines, the almanac determines which day is going to be the day of Diwali. You've got the 5 days. Each day signifies a different ritual. Like the first day, we light lamps, we clean the home, we light lamps in our rooms, and so on. And then it comes to the second day. The second day we follow up with prayer, and particularly we offer prayers to Mother Lakshmi, right? And that is very, very important, of course. And then the 5 days, this year is from the 10th, that's day after tomorrow, to the 14th of November. Families, like I said earlier, on privacy of their homes. There is a strong belief amongst Hindus that, the belief in Mother Lakshmi, that Mother Lakshmi is going to be visiting their homes during this time. So therefore, they prefer to stay at home during that time. On like if you take the other days, they on the morning, they at sunset they offer prayers for the first 2 days of these 5-day celebration. The lamp is lit in the main door in the house in the front. Right. The day before the Diwali is known as what we call Narak Chaturdasi. Hindus have a bath with oil in the water on that day. Right. This has its base in Ayurvedic tradition. It's a medicine of Vedic tradition. Right. And then, of course, a lamp is lit in each room. And when you come to the 4th day, they observe this is what is called the New Year, because apart from the Diwali on the 4th day, you've got the Gujarati-speaking section of the Hindu community who celebrate New Year. They observe the New Year. And of course, the 5th day is a day on which we call it's called Bhai Dooj, which means really brother. And that's the day where they recognize their brother and celebrate with their brother and enjoy the brotherhood, if I may call it, brother-sister, brother-family relationship.
It is
so
truly...
that's how the 5 days are celebrated.
Thank you very much for unpacking it, Mr. Ashwin. Really appreciate it. It truly is such a beautiful, beautiful celebration each and every year. And I wish you and yours also a blessed Diwali.
Oh, thank you so much. And I wish all your viewers who are celebrating and those who are not celebrating to enjoy the spirit of Diwali. You know, I'll just end off with Diwali. The classic phrase in Hindu prayer is Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. It's bring us from darkness to light. Darkness representing ignorance and light representing knowledge. But of course, in South Africa, the prayer has a greater meaning. You know, we asking for load shedding to stop.
Mr. Ashwin,
so
thank
enjoy
you.
Diwali, and to you guys, thank you so much for having me on your show.
Such a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Ashwin there. What a beautiful, beautiful celebration, just unpacking exactly the meaning behind Diwali. And we've got lots more celebrations heading your way on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Well, it's been a very special morning and it's been so exciting having Yashna here as well as Chef Clem. We've asked them to take a break from all of the cooking and let's talk gifting ideas around Diwali because it is such a special holiday. And Chef Clem, why don't we start off by, we know when you go to Woolies, you can find something for every occasion. Now, what are some of the great gifting ideas that we can, you know, gift this Diwali?
So I spoke to Yashna last week already to get some insight on gifting for Diwali. And one thing that we spoke about is chocolates.
Yes.
So let's talk chocolates. We got the amazing white chocolate coated whole almonds. Now these are so...
Oh, they're life-changing.
They are, wow. It's amazing.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's 10,000. It's so good. It's a perfect balance of that nuttiness with the almonds in there. And then, of course, you've got the white chocolate, but there's a subtle saltiness in there that just blends it so well. And you can, it means you can finish the whole box without feeling...
So these chocolates here in the front.
Here we got the white chocolate-coated almonds, and we've got the dark chocolate-coated almonds, and then we've got the milk chocolate. They are delicious. They are amazing. Yashna approved it. It's what I'm bringing through on Sunday, but there's so much more.
That's fine. I'm quite happy if you bring the chocolates over.
There we go.
I actually want to ask you, Yashna, when it comes to gift giving, what are some of the gifts you like to receive?
So generally, it's food-based, most of it. If you are struggling, though, to bake, I honestly think buying a tin of biscuits is completely fine. Shortbread biscuits are literally one of my favorites.
Oh, yes.
And then this also is a almond and cardamom biscuit selection. So already the flavors are speaking to your sweetmeats. Cardamom, it might be a bit of overpowering for some people, but if used in the right quantity, it's amazing.
I love cardamom, especially in desserts. And look at this tin. Definitely you can use it afterwards again.
Absolutely. And I'm jumping ahead here. Sorry, Yashna. The tin, every year, Woolies collabs with the most amazing designers. And this year it's Muti. And you see it coming through in this heritage tin over here and down. I'm going to pass straight to you. Here's the torch. The amazing spice
no, that's
mix.
my favorite. When I saw that today, I thought that's such a clever idea.
So let's talk through this. These are flavors of home. So we have different little containers with spices in it.
With spices. So generally, we normally have a plain spice container that looks exactly like that without beautiful design. And you would keep your spices that you reach for whenever you're making curry. So your turmeric, your whole spices, your curry powders. It's such an easy tray to take out of the drawer and sort of put into your curry, and you can put the tray back.
Your essentials are there.
100%. So I think this is a really nice gift because once your spices are done with this, you can use the container over and over again.
Oh, yes.
And South Africans, we do that. We will reuse containers and hand them down.
These are not butter containers, not the flora.
I mean, I'm going to quickly pick this up just to give you an idea of some of the flavors in here. You've got spices for bobotie. We have got a spice blend of a chicken masala curry. You have got mother-in-law curry powder.
I'm assuming that is a bit spicy.
I think that is a super spicy one. There's the Cape Malay curry. Oh, this is just, there's even shishanyama spices in there. I mean, we are really South Africanizing this, but this is such a great gift.
No, it's such a good gift. But as long as it's from the heart, so something small, it doesn't need to be over the top and elaborate. And like I said, just keep it simple between family and friends.
I love that. Yeah. Chef Clem, if you had to pick one of these items, what would you pick?
Definitely the spice mix. We said it might be called a diba or
a darba.
Darba. Definitely, absolutely. And while we're just on that, let me just say one more thing. The recipes for the shortbread, it's Woolies. They own that. But it's small batch baked locally, and the chocolate, of course, being sustainable first.
Oh.
So with gifting, we're always thinking about the future and sustainability and supporting local. So what you're buying, you know you're doing good. I'm taking this, but I'll share with you. Don't you? No, Yashna, you're the guest. You can have it.
I was gonna say container.
You have it.
You
Okay. So what will you go for?
Well, definitely one of these tins, but I might just have to head to Woolies to get it myself if you're taking that tin. But whether you want, you know, to fill your home with a sense of wonder, bring good fortune into your guests, well, for your guests with gifts, or, you know, you can adorn yourself in something new, Woolies certainly has something for everyone and everything you need to celebrate Diwali. Now, that's not all. You also stand a chance to win a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card. Simply reply to the competition post that's on Expresso's Facebook, X, and formerly known as Twitter, or our Instagram pages, and tell us, how are you celebrating Diwali this year? Don't forget to include that hashtag Woolies Diwali. The competition will close today, the 8th of November at midnight. So you've got today to get entering. There are some T's and C's that can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Yes, Mzansi, so much to look forward to. Of course, we're looking for that golden baker. There's a search going on. And then we've also got some brand new Jones. Nobody even knows. This one right here, new album, new music. It's delivered right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I cannot wait for it. This and a whole lot more on your Feel Good. Don't go anywhere. This one's next. Yes!
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on S3, and it's a festive occasion because nowhere is more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, where you stand the chance to bake your way to 50,000 Rand in cash in the Golden Baker Search 2023, brought to you by Golden Cloud and Beacon.
Oh, that sounds incredible. Now, 5 lucky finalists will be chosen to compete in 3 rounds of the most festive bake-offs live on TV for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Now, to enter, reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages with a picture and a description of your most festive bake. I mean, we are just showing you an example of what you can make. We are doing a chocolate brownie.
I am making such a mess, but isn't a brownie supposed to be a mess?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be ooey and gooey and delicious.
Well, there we go. I did the chocolate. So what you can do, be sure to include the Golden Cloud and Beacon product based in your picture along with the hashtag Golden Baker Search 2023. And you can also enter via the WhatsApp line on 079 3789 9769. I'll say that number again, 079 3789 9789. Okay, now we're going to toast some marshmallows.
Yes, we are.
Go for it. Look
We're
at
just
you.
toasting them. Look at that. We're making little s'mores here. Oh, some of them are flaming. I like a little s'more that's
Yeah,
like
a little bit of a
super
charred
toasty.
one.
There we go.
Nice. Well done. Now, listen, there are also weekly prizes sponsored by DeLonghi make sure that you enter as many times as you like. There is no number. Entries close on December the 20th, and T's and C's do apply as well. Just keep that in mind. Yes, you're really toasting them, aren't you?
I'm really toasting them.
But I mean, that is incredible. 50,000 Rand. That is a proper prize.
That is a proper prize. This thing's still
almost
going.
as good as Zoe's marshmallows over
Oh,
there.
look at that. Okay, we're going to turn this thing off for safety.
You're having way too much
We're making
fun.
sure all the flames are out. All the flames are out.
Well done. Enter now. Don't waste time.
Well, you got to get into that, and make sure you do, because it is exceptional. But speaking of exceptional, look who we have here. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Amy Jones in the building. Yes! Oh, you look incredible. I can feel your energy. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well.
You have done some incredible things. Obviously, we've just released a new album, fresh off the scene. Mzansi, if you don't know about this incredible soul, she's been doing so much. She's obviously just released an album called My Forever Friend, and I'm excited about this one because you've been producing singles for quite a while now, but this is a whole album.
Yeah.
How's this feel? What's the reception been like?
You know, it's a big blessing. I still can't believe I have a whole album out.
Yeah.
But wow, we did it, and it's out now, so it's just now for the people to hear it and enjoy.
So this is your moment to celebrate now and really bring it to the people. What does this album represent? What is the meaning and the significance behind all of it?
Okay, so the title of the album is called My Forever Friend, and we just dedicated to my late father-in-law. He passed away last year, and he used to call me Amy Jones, my forever friend, and that's where the album title came about, and I actually have the tattoo on my arm.
That is beautiful.
So I had the tattoo a year ago, not knowing that it'll be the title of my album, so that's really incredible. But yeah, that's basically the inspiration.
Can we possibly see the tattoo, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful. Absolutely love it. And I know he's watching right now, celebrating with you. Probably going to be dancing right throughout this morning. So let's do it right now. I see you've got a sexy band that you brought with us. We've got Carl and Darren here. So we're in absolute good hands. So Mzansi, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is Alone No More by Amy Jones. Take it away. Stage is yours.
Every morning I wake up without you next to me, and it
tried my utmost best to just stand still, but I couldn't. This couldn't stop moving. I couldn't stop. This is the vibes. This is the perfect time for the song. You are sharing your energy, and I'm so grateful for that. But more importantly, I think Mzansi loves it. I do, the studio does, and there's a lot more coming. So Amy Jones is not going anywhere, Mzansi. Stick around. Your feel-good continues all the way through for the next hour. Don't go anywhere. Yes.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back in the kitchen. The temptations are real. It is a Wednesday. It is the culinary hotline bling. That was sad. That was sad. I said it's a culinary hotline bling. A little better, but we work on it. Okay, back in the kitchen.
Yes.
Again, the temptations have been real. We've had to shoo people out of the kitchen because they've been wanting, and I'm wanting to know what we're making though, because it's just amazing.
So now we're actually going to make sweetmeats.
Okay.
So I chose to make barfi because it's relatively easy. I feel like anyone can make this. So, do you want to get started?
Please. Okay. Sweetmeats are my absolute, like, it's my kryptonite. It's my kryptonite, and moving to the south from the northern suburbs in Cape Town, different ball game. It's as if I moved into, like, the kingdom of deliciousness. Sweetmeats. And you and I go to the same place. We go to Ryland's for our sweetmeats.
Ryland's Super Red is actually where I go to get most of my spices. Not the ones my mom sends for me.
Of course not.
No. The normal ones. But also, this is kind of, a sweetmeat is easy. It's simple, it's quick. We can do this.
It's delicious. Okay, cool. So we've got some powdered milk.
Klim, yes.
Yeah, powdered milk powder going in.
And then you've got your softened butter.
Wedding ring off because, hey, you don't want to be losing your wedding ring.
Not in the barfi.
Not in the barfi.
Softened butter and then the dessert cream.
Cool. Dessert cream going in. So it's very decadent.
It is, but that's the thing is a little goes a long way.
How decadent? This decadent. Look how thick that cream is. Oh, yes. But you said a little bit goes a long way.
A little bit goes a long way, so as in eat one block. But the temptation to resist is really, really difficult.
It is. Oh,
so this you're going to make breadcrumbs. While you're doing that on that side, if I can shift you over, we've got sugar and water to make your syrup here, and you basically leave it on a low flame because you don't want it to caramelize. You just want to make a simple syrup.
Got you. So the flavors are going with, at the moment, we've got some cardamom, I'm seeing.
We've got cardamom and we've got rose water. So as soon as this has sort of formed, the sugar's all melted, and the heat is super low, I add in my rose water. So it just adds in a really nice essence.
Oh, absolutely.
And then once you've got good breadcrumbs, how I actually judge it is, the best, firstly, is to put in a food processor because then you get a finer breadcrumb.
Okay, so you're looking for fine.
Fine.
Not what Clem's doing right now.
No. But the easiest way I know is if you clump your dough and if it holds together, that's how you know it's good. Yeah. But you need to make it finer. Keep going, keep
Got
going.
you. And then when it comes to like modifying flavors, I'm very cautious before I modify an ingredient that comes from a specific like culture or religion. If you had to tweak this recipe, would it be okay?
I mean,
Does it become something else?
No, so there are various forms of barfi. So there's pistachio barfi, people will add in nuts. Some people make chocolate barfi, so they'll add in a layer on the top. So you can tweak it a bit. I think, just a bit more traditional, so I like it as it is. I'm not changing anything.
You're scared of the aunties. I'm scared of the aunties.
They will come for me.
They will, with a wooden spoon. Hey, okay.
So once you're done there, that goes into the syrup when it's a good crumb.
How are we doing? Like, how's that? How's that? Let me just break up this.
Bad. So also what I do is, if you don't have a food processor, I'll take this and I'll go like this.
Oh, just to break it up?
Just to break it up, kind of things.
Is this like a job that you could have an assembly line of people for? Or is this a one-person job?
It's a one-person job, but my mom would actually give me to dye the almonds. That would be my job.
Let's talk about the almonds, because they are so beautiful. And we actually made this. We didn't buy it. Can you talk me through how we make it?
So you can use diced almonds, you can use slivered almonds. I prefer the slivered almonds just because they look a bit better on the barfi. And then you kind of put it in a bowl. I'll put a few drops of food coloring. So I think we've got green, blue, red here. Any color, if you just want to do green and red, you can do that. And then give it a good mix with your hands, but just use gloves.
Oh, please use gloves.
Because that color goes everywhere, and then you kind of leave it aside to dry.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then your almonds should be like that.
They look so good.
So good, right?
Cardamom, can I go in now?
Cardamom can go in, and your ground almonds.
And mix, mix again.
And mix, mix, mix.
And what we're doing now is we're trying to still keep the crumb.
Keep the crumb, but yeah, I think you're pretty good to go.
That's it. That's it.
Pretty good to go.
So into the sugar water.
So into the syrup.
And it's kind of a job where you can't walk away. This is where you're at the pot.
You're here. You're paying attention. You are not moving from the kitchen. You're standing for hours.
For hours, yeah. Well,
you're making a few things.
And you're never making for like two people, or maybe you are, but I mean, I feel like when you're making sweetmeats, you make enough.
You make enough to last you the next week.
To last you through the winter. I mean, because you can multiply the ingredients so easily.
You 100% can.
I think your only concern would be the pot, the size of the pot.
The size of the pot.
But then again, you know those aunties be rocking the huge bathtub-sized pots?
My auntie actually makes them in batches.
Okay.
So she would make a batch today. She messaged me. She's like, I'm busy making a batch this morning. So just know everybody is already in prep mode for Sunday.
I like that. I mean, it's also the gears around the event, and then Diwali becomes like not just about the day, it's about the week leading up. I'm really excited for Sunday. Okay, so how do we know once that's ready to go into the tin?
So this should generally, all the syrup should be absorbed into the klim, and you just kind of keep mixing until it forms a bit of a smoother paste.
Okay.
So I would keep mixing. I would probably do this for around 15 minutes, and I'd spatule and then press, and then spatule and then press. It's a labor of love for sure.
I feel you. So that labor, that butter's gonna start melting, and that's gonna mix with everything, making it nice and smooth. So when it looks like this, oh, mind all the crumbs. When it looks like this, we're in a good place, and that's when we start decorating.
That's when you start decorating. So this you'll basically take into a pan, but if you want to do individual ones, you can. You can kind of use an ice cream scoop and scoop this out into individual cups.
Little cupcake wrappers.
Little cupcake wrappers. So it makes it so much easier instead of cutting it if cutting is not your
I got you. So why don't you start decorating? I'm gonna finish the one. I'll get the ones that we've got on the side. Is it this? No.
No,
it's not.
It's
not. I nearly gave away a surprise for later. Okay, we're gonna talk about that later. So again, this doesn't get baked. It just gets set in the fridge.
Just not even. You can set it on the counter, and then it goes into the fridge after.
Oh, look at that.
So we can kind of take some almonds. So it's best to put the almonds on when it's still warm.
Right.
Because then your almonds will sink in and set.
And stick.
And stick. so they're not going to stick right now.
So this is where we can go like a little bit like, can we do like dried rose petals, silver leaf, gold leaf?
Gold leaf is huge. Normally, one of my favorite things to make during Diwali, it's not very traditional, but it's a millionaire's shortbread.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's eggless, and I generally put the layer of dark chocolate on the top and I paint it gold. With gold luster dust, and I mix it with a little bit of... No, actually, I do it dry. And then...
With this?
That's normal glitter.
Okay, so don't... Oh, this is not edible glitter.
No, it is.
Oh, it is?
No, edible glitter.
Whew. Okay, but the luster dust, you said, is that different?
The luster dust is different. The luster dust is very fine. Fine gold.
I feel like it is worth saying to everyone at home, if you are going to be decorating your sweetmeats and you want to go glittery and shiny, don't use normal glitter.
Use edible glitter, please.
I say so because someone actually... I literally went to an event and the person used proper...
No, you're lying.
Proper glitter. Yeah, we were all sparkling, but this is beautiful.
So
and it adds a lot of glitz too.
I love adding glitter to all my sweetmeats.
Oh, I love it.
Everything gets gold luster dust, gets fine glitter.
I feel like it's such an amazing occasion. That's the one day you bring out all your gold and silver.
Bring it out.
Oh, that looks so
So
good.
we can just kind of, I think, put them on here.
All right, so we're going to be back. Yashna's not going anywhere, South Africa. She's here for the whole morning. This is the Yashna Breakfast Show. Please don't go anywhere. We're back next week with more Culinary Hotline. No, don't forget to let us know on our socials what you want to see us cook on the show. Yashna, this is not your last time being in the kitchen. We can't wait to have you back.
No, I love it. I'll happily cook more.
Here we go. And no, people behind the camera, can I get the biggest one right now? It's been the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting! We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, but we're still here. Where are we going?
Oh, well, you know, if the Culinary Hotline bling is finished, that means we get to tuck in, right?
Oh, yes, please. I'm here for that. Bring it on. Of course, I know Yassi's not going anywhere. She's going to be helping us with setting up our decor as well. So stick around for that. But for now, though, let's talk about applications. They are open, yes. And that's to be in the next Woolworths Re-Denim campaign, which is officially in full swing.
Now, if you haven't entered through TikTok yet, what are you waiting for? They are looking for real people from all walks of life that embody show them confidence, that individuality and that authenticity.
Yeah, now if you're not sure what to include in your TikTok video entry, well, look at what Wesley did. He entered to be featured in the Re campaign, and look at this. This is some inspiration indeed.
Oogie oogie, jiggy jiggy, weddy weddy. I saw we calm them down, jiggy spooky. Make me beat them bad jelly belly, passa passa weddy weddy. We are bust them jelly eye flames. Oh the dancing go. Move on like you start limbo. Tough a lie, make me teach them now. Start slingshot and I beat them so. LOL, any seed where you sow that you reap. LOL, Master God, I saw dancing knee. LOL, dominant, I take the whole street just catch it.
I'm here for that dog. That's so cool.
I'm here for the puppy. Well done, Wesley. Well, listen, you are bringing us all of the vibes that we are looking for, and we have officially reached capacity with your entries on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp submissions are closed. However, you can still enter through TikTok and during the TikTok challenge. So all you need to do is upload a video to TikTok showing off your show them energy. Don't forget to tag at Woolworths_SA and to use that very special hashtag ReXShowThem. Very easy.
Yeah, now TikTok entries close on Friday. That's the end of this week, 10th of November. Your T's and C's do apply and can be found on expressoshow.com. And don't forget, bring you real, raw, authentic. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about, Raul. That's what it's about. Listen, we've got an hour and a little bit more of your Feel Good Breakfast Show heading your way. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump back into the kitchen and we're going to show you how to make a beautiful chana magai, which is a delicious fudge dessert. We're going to show you all that recipe. Maybe you can make it for Diwali this coming weekend. We also have some Diwali table setting inspiration if you really want to impress your family and friends. And of course, last but not least, the beautiful Amy Jones. She's here. She's causing all of the vibes and the flames this morning. Stick around for another performance coming soon. Stick around.
If your cooking makes you proud, then you might be Mzansi's next cooking star. To be a part of Color Your Plate with Koo on SABC2, show us how a healthier you starts with you and your tasty plate. Take a video of yourself creating a colorful meal and tell us why you should be Mzansi's next cooking star. WhatsApp your entry to 072-741-5357 and you could be on the new season. Plus, stand to win your share of prizes valued at 500,000 Rand. Color Your Plate with Koo.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3. Well, we are super excited because the very talented singer and songwriter Amy Jones, she is with us in studio. And besides music, she's also been super busy because this is your wedding month.
This is my wedding month.
How are you feeling? Is there excitement there? Or are there still some nerves?
Excitement, butterflies, good nerves.
Good nerves. Good nerves. Yes.
But a whole lot of excitement.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I need to know this from you because they always say doctors make the worst patients. Now, I need to know, how did a musician go about choosing the music for her wedding?
Oh, gosh. Lee and I, we had to pick. So you pick your top 10 and Lee picks, you know? So we did that, and then also we did together. We picked songs together as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you going to be performing at your own wedding?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
Okay.
not.
Maybe not.
Lee will sing.
Okay. Have you been writing any special music maybe for your big day, or
So
just this whole journey?
There'll be a song that's actually on my album. That'll be our first dance song. And I'm very excited
got goosebumps.
to share that moment, you know, and I hope that there'll be many couples, you know, that'll take that song for their first dance, but yeah.
And it's always so nice to choose a song that you know you're going to hear on the radio, because whenever it comes on, you know that, you know, it just takes you back to that
Yes,
moment, that
exactly.
first dance.
Yeah.
Now, you're about to perform for us. I heard you do your sound check, Forever,
Yeah.
and you sing here, Forever is Not Long Enough. Is this the type of music you're going to continue to write as you know, embark on your marital journey?
I think so, and I do believe my music will change, you know, as I go through different seasons and married life and maybe even a baby, who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm very, very excited for when that should come.
Oh, well, listen, we are so excited that you are here with us today and you're about to perform for us. So when it comes to choosing the music that you have to choose, especially for a show like Expresso, how do you go about choosing the set? Because it's never easy.
It's never easy because I love all the songs on my album, but you only have to pick like 2 or 3. So we basically just pick the ones that are like feel good, you know, because it's a feel good breakfast show.
Yes.
So that's basically the motivation behind it.
Okay, well, we are ready to be injected with more feel good. Amy, we're so excited that you're here with us today. On your Feel Good Breakfast show, here's Amy Jones with her track, Forever.
When you hold in my
on your Feel Good Breakfast show. What a treat. It's been incredible having you here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2 performances down, 1 more to go in that final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show. Amy, that was wonderful. Thank you for being here today. Oh, well, listen, stay tuned. We've got more from Amy Jones, but first, let's quickly catch up with those headlines.
Thanks, Zoe. Amy Jones hitting us in the fields this morning. That last performance, stick around for that. Right now, though, 2 minutes to 8 o'clock. Let's quickly take another look at your news headlines. Starting off with your national news, leaders from 7 diverse faiths are uniting to combat gender-based violence and femicide in South Africa. Organised by the Faith Action to End Gender-Based Violence Collective, faith scholars, activists and leaders will convene in Benoni on the East Rand on November 16th to introduce a collective commitment statement, a significant move towards tangible and accountable efforts against gender-based violence and femicide. Now, the coordinator of We Will Speak Out SA and secretary of the Faith Action to End Gender-Based Violence and Femicide Collective, Daniela Genrich, says concrete steps must be taken to end gender-based violence and femicide in both society and faith communities. And police have launched a manhunt for those responsible for robbing the Transport Minister Sindisiwe Chikunga and 2 of her bodyguards on the N3 highway between Vosloorus and Heidelberg. The tyres of Chikunga's car were punctured by spikes placed in the road. Speaking at the Popcrew National Congress in Durban, Police Minister Becky Cele said the incident occurred at about 4 a.m. as the minister was travelling from KZN to Gauteng. Police spokesperson Brigadier Atlenda Mate said Chikunga and her bodyguards were robbed of their personal belongings and 2 SAP service pistols were stolen. Making international news headlines this morning, the territorial dispute between Ethiopia's northern Amhara and Tigray regions will be settled through a referendum, says the government. Now, the row has threatened to disrupt the fragile peace following the end of the civil war in Tigray a year ago. Now, Tigray controlled the fertile lands before Amhara forces seized them in 2020 during the conflict. Human rights groups have accused those forces of carrying out ethnic cleansing in the disputed areas. The war ended after a peace agreement was signed last November in SA. And the level of death and suffering in the war between Israel and Hamas is hard to fathom, says the World Health Organization. A spokesperson for the UN agency, Christian Lindmeier, pointed to the death toll on both sides and said on average 160 children are now being killed each day in Gaza. Now, Lindmeier said nothing justifies the horror being endured by the civilians in Gaza, adding that health facilities there had been hit more than 100 times. Some 10,300 people have been killed in Gaza, including more than 4,100 children. And we'll end off with this story. The George municipality in the Western Cape has unveiled a groundbreaking device to assist in water emergencies ahead of the busy summer beach season. Now, using drone technology, fire and rescue officials can drop inflatable devices to swimmers in distress. Now, this is a first for South Africa, and the aim is to keep visitors safe at the beach. Attached to the drone is a floating device which inflates automatically on deployment, keeping the swimmer afloat until rescued. The device also has an audio function which allows rescuers to communicate with those in distress and the rescue team. Now, the George Rescue Services currently have 2 of these innovative inflatable devices, and both are reusable. And with that, going into the festive and summer season, please be safe out there. That's a wrap for your news headlines for this Wednesday morning. Right now, let's take a last look at your sports with Ryle.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Yes, let's dive one last time into all the sporting action. And starting with cricket, the World Cup has brought all the entertainment. Glenn Maxwell's incredible, unbeaten 201 not out led Australia to a dramatic 3-wicket victory over Afghanistan in Mumbai, propelling them into the World Cup semi-finals. Now, facing a challenging target of 292 runs, Australia found themselves at 91 runs for 7 wickets, seemingly destined for a defeat. However, Maxwell, who was dropped on 33 runs, went on to produce an extraordinary 128-ball innings featuring 21 fours and 10 sixes. Now, he became only the 3rd player to score a double century in a World Cup, joining the ranks of Martin Guptill and Chris Gayle. Now, Maxwell sealed the win with a 6, leaving almost 3 overs to spare. Now, for you, Mzansi, don't forget you can catch the Cricket World Cup live on SABC3, SABC radio stations, or you can download the SABC Plus app. And don't forget, there's no subscription needed. Well, carrying on with the sporting headlines and rugby news, Irish club Munster has confirmed that Springbok lock Archie Snyman will undergo surgery for a chest injury sustained during the World Cup final against New Zealand. Now, Snyman, who returned to rugby in March after 2 years of knee injuries, will have the procedure in South Africa. Now, his club teammate Jean Klein returned without injury, but several other Munster players, including Tag Byrne, Dave Kilcoyne, Jeremy Loughman, Conor Murray and Peter O'Mahony, have all rejoined the team after their World Cup duties with Ireland. Well, sticking to rugby news, South Africa's Bongi Mbonambi criticised England as unprofessional, and that's after being cleared of racially abusing Tom Curry during the Rugby World Cup semi-finals. Now, World Rugby found insufficient evidence to support Curry's claim, and Mbonambi explained the incident stemmed from Curry's misunderstanding of Afrikaans, which the Springboks use to prevent opponents from understanding their messages. Now, he expressed disappointment with England, emphasising the need for cultural awareness. Now, World Rugby stressed Curry made the allegation in good faith with no suggestion of malice. But both players faced online abuse, and Curry's club, Sale Sharks, condemned the criticism directed at him. Well, carrying on with our headlines in sport and moving over to football action, Manchester City booked their spot in the Champions League knockout stage with a 3-0 victory over Young Boys, making it 4 wins in 4 Group G matches. Now, Erling Haaland, who had injury concerns, allayed fears with a brace in the match. Now, his remarkable Champions League record now stands at 39 goals in 34 games. Now, Haaland opened the scoring with a first-half penalty and then struck with a stunning long-range shot after Phil Foden's impressive goal doubled City's lead. Now, Young Boys' Sandro Lopea also was sent off in the second half as City extended their remarkable home-winning streak to 23 games in 2023. Well, that's all we have for you when it comes to sport. We'll do it again tomorrow. For now, though, a lot of you heading out on the roads, and here's Zoe with the latest when it comes to traffic.
Thank you, Raul. Well, let's start off with traffic in Johannesburg. There's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N1 southbound. It's before Old Johannesburg Road. The right lane is closed and traffic is slow moving. If you're in Durban and KwaZulu-Natal, there's been an accident on the N2 southbound. It's after the ramp to Edwin Swales. The right lane is closed and it's causing heavy delays, so please drive carefully. And in Mitchell's Plain, Cape Town, there's been an accident. This one's on the N2 outbound after the ramp from Spine Road. All lanes are open, but traffic is slow moving, so please exercise caution. That's your traffic. Let's take a final look at your weather. And with rain falling steadily across Gauteng yesterday, the Johannesburg Road Agency said flooding had affected some roads in the city. Flooding occurred in Turf Club Road, Kenilworth, Albertina Sisulu Road between Westlake Road and 4th Road, and Mount Cook Street in Lenasia. The agency urged motorists to be cautious and patient, ensuring their safety and that of other road users. Meanwhile, the SA Weather Service have issued a yellow level 1 warning for disruptive rainfall leading to localized flooding of roads, settlements and low-lying areas, as well as difficult driving conditions in dirt roads expected in places over Musina, Tulamela and the Collins Shabane local municipalities in Limpopo province. On that note, let's take a final look at what to expect in your temperatures for today. And those are your temperatures for your Wednesday. Well, let's finish off the morning by taking a look at our final sunrise view. And this one is sent in by Jakes from Durban and said, the view this morning over the sea, absolutely refreshing. Well, Jake, thank you for that sunrise view. Perhaps you have one you'd love to share. Do so on our WhatsApp line. The number is 063 408 8863.
Absolutely love those pictures of Mzansi. Thanks for coming through with that one. And of course, if you were not lucky enough to get your picture sorted out here, then maybe today is your lucky day for other reasons, because you can play the lotto, and that's for an estimated 27.5 million rand. And then there's the Lotto Plus 1 for 3 million, or the Lotto Plus 2 for 13.5 million rand. Now, if you are feeling extra lucky, why not play all three and stand a chance to win a combined total estimated jackpot of 44 million rand. Oh man, what would you do with all that money? But what you want to do is make sure that you get your tickets ASAP in time, and that's for tonight's draw. And you can buy your tickets in store or on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529 hash, and that's for your USSD. It's as simple as that. Now, we're going to be posting all the details on our social media channels too, so go check them out if you are looking to get involved in this one. But if you have any ideas of what you would do with 45 million rand, then let us know, because we would absolutely love to hear from you. I think for me, I don't even know. I would just firstly spend a day going crazy, crying, celebrating, and then make some crazy plans to take over the world.
Yours sounds so hectic, bro. I'll just buy a boat. It's all I want. It's all I want. Just want to go fishing and all of that. But listen, it's like winning the lotto in the Expresso kitchen this morning with Yashna. She's here. She's been spoiling us. But we can't leave it just there with all the delicious meals. We got to make something sweet. So we have chana magaj.
Chana magaj, yes.
I got it. I got it.
We were practicing.
And it's not fudge. It's not fudge.
It's not fudge.
I'm not even allowed to say that, but I just want to clear it up. But we are going to be making that. And then we're also going to inspire you with beautiful Diwali table setting inspirations, because we're all looking forward to this weekend celebration. Stick around for that and a whole lot more after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3, and we are serving up inspiration right now, because what is a celebration without a sweet treat? Now, earlier, Yashna made a delicious lamb curry, and now she is back with a perfect sweet treat to celebrate Diwali.
Yes.
Yashna, it's my turn to jump into the kitchen now.
This is an easy one. I picked a really easy one for you. Really, really.
Okay,
Chana magaj is, I think, easier than barfi.
Right.
So
for those who don't know, barfi is?
Barfi is also a sweet meat, but barfi is a lot creamier with the condensed milk, and this is a lot nuttier. So we've already got our ghee on the go.
Okay.
Yes, it's
You must
on.
just tell me if I can do anything.
So you can add this. This
What
is the
is
chickpea
this?
flour.
Oh, okay.
So it's called chana flour, but chickpea is
But let's go with chana flour. It sounds cool. Do we put all of it or
You
just
put all of it in.
in one go?
In one go.
Really?
Really, really.
Is it not going to like make lumps?
No, so that's, you're going to have to stand here for like 15 minutes.
Okay, I can do that.
So it's about getting it as brown as possible. The browner on a low heat.
Okay, okay.
On a low heat.
So don't boil it.
Don't burn it also.
Burn
So it's a fine line.
Okay, okay.
So you keep mixing that really, really well.
I'll do my best. Okay.
And then once that is well incorporated, we are then going to add in icing sugar, the clim, which is the milk powder,
Right.
pistachios, and cardamom at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
So okay.
Okay,
Can I help you a little?
You can. I'm, you know?
No, you're doing a good job, I promise.
Okay, but not good enough, clearly. But it's okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. Right. So we just, do you want it kind of smooth?
You want it really smooth. So I think we've got a little less ghee in here, but usually it would be a lot runnier.
Okay, so you want to make it a bit more runny.
More runny,
Okay.
more runny.
Where's the ghee at?
Where'd
that go? Chef Clem! Don't worry, he's going to run around for us. Okay, cool. So is this the kind of the base?
This is the base. And that's why I said it's important to make sure that you brown it, that you get that nutty flavor, because that's what everyone loves in a chana
Right. Oh, yes, and that flavor comes out.
Yes. It's so good.
Okay.
So as soon as this is browned,
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to go ahead.
The thing is, this is the thing. That TV time and real world time is not always the same, you know, so we can't physically stand here for 15 minutes, but this is pretty much what you'll do whilst having a conversation with your loved ones, gearing up for Diwali, right?
100%, unless you have another sweetmeat on the go and then you can shuffle.
Okay, then don't talk to me, you know, then let me be busy and we'll talk over dinner or lunch.
But that's if you're in crunch time, and now you've got to go. So
but I mean, with the correct planning, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
What are some of your other favorite sweet treats? Because I mean, we know Diwali is nice to sit around a table and, you know, celebrate those new ventures with loved ones and have a good chat and togetherness.
I love making, so my mom used to make this thing called soji balls. Soji balls. So soji is an Indian dessert, and you basically form these little balls, and then you'll sprinkle them with glitter and decorate them with almonds. And then jalebi is also a really popular Indian sweetmeat. I don't know how to make it though.
You call it a sweet meat?
Yes.
But that's not anything to do with meat.
No, it's not. I think it's almost
because you said it earlier, and I was kind of milling around it. Did you just run to the corner shop, really? Thanks, bud. He can't even say a thing. Thank you, Clem. Look at that. You know, you ask and you shall receive.
So I think sweetmeats is a little like...
Clem, do you have a spoon? No, I'm just kidding, bud. I'm sure we can find one.
Here you go.
Do you have a spoon there?
There you go. I was going to say, I think sweetmeats, you know, like people, how they refer to mince pies, and it's not really mince.
Yeah.
It's sweetmeats.
Oh, okay. But I like that. That cleared it up. Mince pies. You know, that's the one thing that got me so confused as a child.
Also...
You know, it's like, oh, we're going to have mince pies.
I never knew what they were.
It's like, who would eat the mince pie and then you bite into it and there's anything but mince?
So we can turn this lower.
How much must I put in extra here?
I think we're good for now.
Okay, just for love.
Yeah.
You know, you always put a little bit for love.
There's no such thing as too much ghee.
Okay, you see now. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we need to take
Okay, so I'll carry on this. You carry on there
so
for a second. I will
to...
sort this out for you.
Can you... Is it hot?
Yes, but I have one of these.
Can you move it off the heat for me, please?
I can.
And then we're going to add in your icing sugar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm just going to give you a chance to mix that in.
All right.
You're going to add in your milk powder.
Go for it. Sorry, this is taking a lot of concentration. I'd love to chat to you.
And then you need to mix that really well in.
Okay.
Off the heat.
Okay.
Make sure you don't do this on the heat because you will burn.
Yeah. I would suggest that when you do this, you focus at the task, on the task at hand, and not have a long conversation, you know, that's so gripping that you forget about, you know, what you're actually doing. So listen, but I want to know from you, Diwali, what are your plans this year? I mean, it's the weekend is the big day, the 12th.
Yes, it's on Sunday, which is actually really nice because it's always good to have it on a weekend. You feel like you're celebrating since Friday. And so we're just having a get-together with some family and friends. We're kind of having, I wouldn't say a big function, but there's going to be some henna involved. There's going to be some sweetmeats. It is also a birthday.
Really?
Yes, not my birthday. It's my boyfriend's mother's birthday. And so she is so excited that she gets to share her birthday with Diwali. So Diwali is not the same every year. It changes.
In which way?
It changes, the date changes.
Yeah,
so
okay. Now, we heard earlier from Mr. Ashwin, yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, we'll just be spending it with family and friends and, yeah.
And aside from the food, is there any, what else? I mean, you said there's henna and those kind of things. So,
yes, so we kind of do those as a little bit extra, but you don't have to. And then there are fireworks, but we will generally light sparklers, so it doesn't, it's not for the animals.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes.
very cool. All right.
That's amazing.
Look at what I've
Here
done.
you go.
Look at, and this is?
So this is the pistachios.
Okay.
Ground.
It's a lot of like dry ingredients. Is that it? Only that?
And then the cardamom.
And and that is going to add that kind of deep flavor to it as well.
So once we're done here, you're going to take this and you press it into a pan. Usually, like I said, it is a bit more runnier.
Yes.
With more ghee. But I think the recipe is on the Woolies website.
Yes.
So
if you would
in terms of the quantities.
Absolutely.
And then this goes into a pan, you press it in, and you leave it to sit.
Okay. And that's it.
And then that's it.
And do you want to show us a final product over there?
Yes. So this one's been decorated with some pistachios on the top, but you can also use gold leaf. You can also use rose petals, edible flowers. It just depends whatever you're in the mood for.
Because, I mean, it is the Festival of Light, so you want to make the food as well, also appealing to the eye.
Yes.
And you said earlier you were with a gold dust. What is it?
Gold luster dust.
Gold luster dust, yes.
So I would buy little
rolls off the
containers
tongue.
and sprinkle.
Yeah, some luster
So
dust.
just sparkle.
Yashna, you are such a breath of fresh air. Thank you very much. I love that you even put a rose there. I mean, your decorating skills is right up there. It's very cool.
Thank you.
So, Chana Magaj.
Chana Magaj.
All right, hashtag not fudge. It is something completely different, but it smells incredible. I mean, what I love about this is it's rich in flavor and aroma, which is fantastic with all of those different ingredients. Yeah, you know, top notch. You can, of course, find this recipe, like Yashna said, on the website woolworths.co.za. I mean, ready, set, celebrate. That's all we can say. Shop all your Diwali pantry items at Woolworths, and don't forget to get your hands on the latest Daily Difference to see all of those incredible deals. I'm going to finish up on this side.
We might have to add a little bit more.
There's lots of excitement in studio as we get excited for Diwali, but we asked you this morning on social media, what are some of your family traditions? Tell us about the tradition that stood out the test of time in your family, carried over from one generation to the next, and you came through with your voice notes.
Yeah, let's play our first voice note of the day. I wonder who it is. Let's have a listen.
Morning Expresso show. My name is Raisa, and one of the traditions that stood the test of time with my family is birthdays. It doesn't matter whether you're speaking or not, you will always celebrate your loved one's birthday with them. It doesn't matter if you had a death or a fallout or anything. Birthdays are always one of those days that we always just get together, have supper, sing, have cake. So, yeah, that's one of our traditions.
I like that. Thank you, Ray. So that's like unconditional love being exercised in the family. I'm absolutely here for that. We've got more voice notes coming through now. Let's hear them.
Oh, well, we actually asking
no more.
for
Sorry.
more. Yeah.
We're asking for more. Okay. Yeah, Mzansi, bring it on. Come through with the voice notes. Of course, we are getting a lot of them. We're just trying to sift through all the answers to make sure that we can play them. But again, come through and let us know what your traditions are that have stood the test of time in your family. I'm hoping to start some new traditions in my family. I remember some from the past, like moms used to roast or make like cabbage breedy was a weird one, and then we'd always go to like spur and birthdays as well. But things have changed, so I'm hoping to start reintroducing some new traditions into the family too. Maybe you are as well, Mzansi. If you don't have any that have really stood the test of time, what would you like to add into your new family? Maybe you can share that with us as well. Keep those voice notes coming, because we absolutely love to share it, we love to see it, and we love to keep you sticking around because there's a lot to look forward to.
Definitely. Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're going to give you all the inspiration you need to set your table ahead of Diwali, and we have more music from Amy Jones on the way. Yes, we are so excited. There's still so much to happen before 9 o'clock.
See you now.
Oh, you can make my day.
back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and we have still so much to unpack. The Hindu community will soon be celebrating Diwali, a 5-day festival that celebrates the spiritual triumph of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Diwali, known as the Festival of Lights, is a time for visitors for visiting loved ones, dressing up, exchanging gifts, feasting, and sharing your love with family and community. And here to show us how to celebrate this auspicious occasion is Editor-in-Chief and Foodie, Yashna. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you.
I love having a beautiful table seating, but let's talk about your family traditions, or perhaps how you spend Diwali with your family.
So, in actual fact, when I moved to Cape Town, I ended up spending Diwali more with my friends here and created my own tradition. So I would invite friends over, lay out a super beautiful table, cook the whole day, and sweetmeats, and yeah, just kind of enjoy my time with them because my family is so far away.
Oh, I can imagine. And when you do get to celebrate with your family, are there perhaps some special traditions that you do with your family?
Yes, so I mean, we all dress up, we make sure we visit whoever's close by, we bake together. One of my favorite memories is baking with my mom. We would be in that kitchen, and I remember it was one night, it was like close to midnight, and something didn't work, and she said, okay, we're gonna make it again.
That's so special. You know what, that's a good life lesson. If it doesn't work, don't worry, we do it again.
Just keep going.
Now, we have this beautiful seating here, and most of these items are from Woolworths. So when it comes to setting your table, what are some of those key items you have to have when setting the table?
So when setting the table, I think it's really important to add in a lot of color. And color can easily be incorporated with the flowers or a table runner. So if you don't go for a neutral, maybe a bright red, an orange, even a yellow would look super beautiful on this, especially against a white tablecloth.
A neutral palette.
A neutral palette. I love to add gold accessories because gold is, as you saw, gold is in the food, gold is on the tables too.
And gold and shiny is around the trimmings of the cutlery and the crockery.
Yes, and this is beautiful. The patterns on here, absolutely stunning. I love to add little details like that and just a pop of flowers. I also love, these flowers are one of my favorites because...
Are they real?
They're real. But they remind me a little bit of marigolds as well, and they look a bit like sweetmeats.
They do, they do. So please don't eat the table decor, but this is amazing. Well, now, we also, you know, when it comes to serving the sweetmeats that we've prepared today in our culinary hotline, you also want to elevate the table that way. I love everything that I'm seeing here. What are your top 3 must-haves when it comes to setting the table for Diwali?
Top 3 must-haves would definitely be plenty of lighting. So I've got little candles here. Those are not from Woolworths. Those are diyas, though.
Okay.
So those are very traditional. But if you don't, by all means, you can have tall pillar candles.
Yes.
I also love to incorporate, like I said, flowers. If you have marigolds, marigolds are so beautiful. The orange is super vibrant against tables. And I love to incorporate color also with some scatter cushions. Just it adds that extra pop.
And it really just ties this entire table setting together. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, have you planned your Diwali table for this year?
I have not, and it is Wednesday.
Well, hopefully today we got you all the inspiration you needed.
Yes, so I guess I'm going to Woolworths after the...
to get all of these incredible items. I mean, look at this. Whenever we have Megan Pedro in studio, she always talks about having a neutral palette and then adding your pops of color. And now you can do that through your flowers, through your candles, even through your table runner. There are so many ways you can bring in all of the vibrancy that you want for this Diwali. Now, you can shop everything you need to celebrate Diwali, from stylish table decor to delicious gifts for guests and so much more. All is available at Woolworths, in-store, online, as well as on the Woolies app. And from everyone here at Expresso, we want to wish you the happiest of Diwalis this year. May the light guide you on your path.
beautiful table settings,
man.
man.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Are you
it's going to
doing
be an
anything?
epic weekend. Well, I'm actually spending some time with my pops this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
we're going
hoping
on a little bit of a motorbike trip.
Oh, lekker. I'm hoping I can just include some of that color and good food because, it's delicious. It is indeed.
Listen, we've been speaking about it this morning, but it's such an incredible campaign. We have to speak about it again.
Yes, please.
Applications to the into the next Woolworths Re-Denim campaign are in full swing. We've seen some epic entries. And if you haven't entered yet, here are some tips for your TikTok videos so that you can put your best self forward.
Oh, yes. Now, listen up carefully. It's not that hard. Tip number one, you don't need to be a model to apply. So just be creative when you showcase who you are and the unique confidence that I know you have. It's your confidence. It's your vibe. Bring it on.
Yeah, uniqueness is what we're looking for. And then tip number two, get the whole family involved because Woolworths is also looking for families too to feature in their Re-Denim campaign, which is really cool, man. If you don't feel like doing it alone, come on, get the family together.
Bring the whole crew. And don't forget, of course, that the WhatsApp submissions are officially closed. But thank you to everybody who entered. However, you still do have the chance to enter through TikTok, and that's with the TikTok challenge.
Exactly. All you need to do is upload a video to TikTok showing off your show them energy. Don't forget to tag at Woolworths_SA and use that hashtag ReXShowThem. Now, TikTok entries close on Friday, the 10th of November is just around the corner, so get on it right now. And of course, those T's and C's do apply as well, and they can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Oh, thank you, gents. Well, listen, we are taking the quickest of breaks on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, we're going to take a look at safer sanitation in South African schools, and then we're going to have some fun and games with a sandwich challenge on a budget. We're going to get Ewan and Ryle to go head to head, so stay tuned. That is still on its way.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back as we take a vitally important conversation to the next level with some incredible new role players and stakeholders. I'm talking about the humble toilet, just a toilet, but when taken care of properly, it is as precious as gold. Precious because they prevent disease and they help keep children in school. That's the baseline. But they also feed the notion of self-worth. How much do I matter in this society? This is why Domestos has been on a mission to win the war against unsafe sanitation and poor hygiene, with a global commitment to help 100 million people by 2030. And we're going to do it. It is a massive endeavor, but completely now in our hands with your help. So two incredible individuals who have taken a stand to help fight the good fight. Catherine Constantinides, an environmentalist, a social activist and good friend, and Brent Lindeke, a new good friend who you might know as South Africa's bearer of good news. And boy, don't we need a little of that right now. He is the good things guy. Welcome to both of you. Kath, I'm going to start with you because this must be some validation for everything that you've been doing up until this point, a thankless job. What was this connection for you? How do you echo and how does Domestos' work on the ground echo within what you are doing?
You know, it's such a privilege to work with a campaign like this. I've worked with Domestos on this campaign for the last few years, and World Toilet Day is coming up, and World Toilet Day is something that we don't talk about and don't highlight enough the importance of safe sanitation for children. And this aligned for me because I work on the ground in schools on a daily basis. I'm in schools and I understand fundamentally what it means to a child to have the opportunity of a safe toilet, of the opportunity of hygiene. Hygiene and sanitation are really unsexy, but so important for us to talk about. And what a brilliant opportunity for us to align ourselves, both of us, with a brand like Domestos, for us to really drive home the importance of sanitation, especially because sanitation, safe sanitation, means that children get to go to schools.
Yeah.
I have been there on the ground when Domestos opens a block of toilets, when you see children being given a beautiful toilet that they get to have within their school, within their community. What it means to them, we can't understand. So what a privilege it is to be involved with a purpose such as this and a campaign that is fundamentally changing the lives of the ground, on the ground with children.
Young children, I think that's where I first got brought on board and it broke me. A young boy had passed away, age of 4. He had drowned in feces. My boy was 4 at the time, and I couldn't do the post. We were laughing about that fact that I literally sent him videos of me crying because I couldn't think of how to deal with that. You're not in the business of that kind of news.
Yeah.
Why was this such a powerful opportunity for you?
So one of my favorite quotes is, in times of tragedy, we need to look for the helpers because they will always be there.
Yeah.
And Domestos is the helper in this story. So we got these schools, we got the challenges, we speak about how every year we see stories of people, of little children passing away in these particular trends. It's happening all around us. But then you get a company like Domestos coming in and building toilets for these schools. That is a hero, that is a helper, and those are the stories we should really be celebrating.
Completely, because we feed off that. We've been making so much over the past World Cup successes of how we can rally behind these notions because we're an emotional country that's dealing with a lot. It needed to mature, though. It couldn't just be about putting toilets in. It needed to have a culture development within that. Now children are taking that culture home with them. Those that are maintaining these toilets at the schools are taking that culture on board. There is a sense of ownership within that. What is the best way that we adjust our mindset to help?
Each individual can and must make a difference. We largely are defining the world that we live in through the choices we make as a consumer.
Yeah.
You need to understand that what you do with your money really has an impact. So when you align to a brand and when you're purchasing your Domestos bottle, ultimately, you're making the choice to add value to communities where children need safe sanitation. Unstoppable together is ultimately what we're doing. Together, we're able to make a difference. You, as a consumer, are making a difference by aligning yourself to brands that are really purpose-driven, brands that are making a difference on the ground. So that is a simple way. Be that conscious consumer. Be that consumer that is making a difference through their purchasing decisions. And I think, you can log on to Domestos' website, go there, look for the Germ Buster song, teach your children that song. I've done that at home. I've done that in the schools where I work.
Got a 3-year-old, you've got to go through that gateway.
He's going to love it, absolutely. And this is something that affects, like you said, all of us. Each and every one of us in our homes is able to talk about sanitation, hygiene. But how do we take that out of our home into the communities around the table? Let's start talking about safe sanitation as an imperative and not just something that is available
nice to
an
have.
elite
Yeah.
few.
No, it's a basic human right. No one would touch child abuse. No one would touch alcoholism because of the gender-based violence as a result, and no one would touch toilets and sanitation. I mean, as a content creator or marketer, please, you're approaching this from completely the opposite. You're pretty sexy as a guy. This is, as Catherine said, the least sexy subject matter on the planet. But there is something so wholesome and beautiful about that. What is that thing for you? Inspire people out there to also use their voice like you use your voice.
Well, it's simple, right? That is, our voice is social media. We're on social media. We're using it every single day. Sometimes, even before I've had coffee, I wake up and I'm scrolling on social media. And I think that is a tool that we can use to have a voice and to make a difference. Catherine said it, when you're standing in the aisle and you're busy shopping, your rands make a difference because you're choosing what you're buying. And if a brand is doing good, you know that your money is going to a good place. So I think that's a good way to have the conversation. It's not a sexy conversation. World Toilet Day is coming up. But what do we say? You need to take a stand to take a seat.
Exactly. I think all of us are just dreaming of having a gold toilet. But the bottom line is we can joke about this, but there are kids, just like there are kids in South Africa that don't know what Christmas is, have no idea. There are kids that don't know what a toilet is. Well, what Domestos are doing right now speaks to the broadest networks within government, within schools, within education policy. That's how far we have come, because impact-driven influencers and businessmen and entrepreneurs have jumped on board. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I cannot wait till we get to go out there and I will experience firsthand seeing what that process is like. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's going to be a wild, emotional ride. It really will hit on so many triggers, pressure points within you, and that is good. There is a reason why that's happening, because this has to be addressed. They're our children. We all share this. It takes more than a village these days. It takes a country. But now we've got a plug-and-play way that you can make a difference. Every time you shop, you can prove that. And you can back someone who is putting their money where their mouth is and has done that for a while. So every time you enter into a shop and you buy yourself a bottle of Domestos, you are proving that point and you are helping them get there. So get into a store and directly contribute towards safer school sanitation for over 1 million learners per year. That's how far we've come already. Domestos also has the new toilet pledge, so please go and check out their Instagram page to find out how to take that pledge, make it real, make it black and white, and how to treat your own toilets as precious as gold, because I think we might be taking them for granted. You can also follow them online at Domestos South Africa. Go and check it out. There is inspiration like this every single day.
Well, we promised you some fun and games, and with mid-month slowly creeping in, the number of ingredients available to whip up a meal starts to get sparse. But fear not, the greatest meals are often from humble beginnings. And when it comes to unleashing culinary magic with limited ingredients, there is no bread more perfectly suited than Albany, the perfect bread for an imperfect world, no matter the occasion. Now, we have a bit of a challenge. We have Raal against Ewan, Ewan against Raal. It's going to be a match down of who can create the best sandwich on a budget in 2 minutes. And you can only use the ingredients in front of you.
So I've learned from last time. Last time I tried to combine chicken and tuna.
Yeah.
Wasn't a hit.
It wasn't a hit.
To be honest.
Did not think that through, really.
And you need to be careful, because our guest judge to come and taste is the one and only Amy Jones.
Whoa.
You cannot mess with her
Pressure
vocal
is
cords.
on.
So these are types of ingredients you would generally have at home. You know, some onions, we've got butter, we've got peanut butter, leftover chips, ham, some tuna for Raal, some mayonnaise, and some tomato sauce, fresh tomatoes, some carrots, coleslaw. So you have a variety of ingredients to work with, but we want creativity and the best sandwich on a budget.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, we're going to get a timer going in 3, 2, 1. Let's start that 2-minute timer.
Right.
Okay, so Raal is going for the Albany Superior Brown Bread.
Because I'm going to be superior to Ewan in this challenge.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, he's got win in his name, I'm just saying.
Oh, wow, I didn't actually think about that. Okay, well played.
Okay.
Well, listen, Albany is bringing real back to life and reminding South Africans that bread is at the center of some of the most beautiful but simple everyday moments, even in the not so perfect times. Now, feel the freshness with Albany's diverse range of bread products to choose from. There is the white bread, the brown, and the best of both, which Ewan is using. And additionally, they also have a range of buns and rolls and wraps. Okay, so Strydom, you are going for the best of both worlds.
Yes.
Does that mean that's the theme for your sandwich?
Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for that.
Did I just give you an idea for your sandwich?
Wat is in die kas?
Wat is in die kas? Give me the best of both worlds.
No.
Give me some naughty and hungry
That's mine.
and healthy.
Sorry, I'm using my hands.
Raul, do you have a strategy? You look a
Yeah,
little
my
lost.
strategy. So I'm trying to feel Amy sort of like I'm going to go deep into the culture. Maybe I'm trying to get some inspiration from the Gipper. So I'm trying to get like a Gatsby kind of a vibe. I'm trying to get like a Gatsby kind of a vibe going on here. So
Hang on, culture. Heritage Day was a while ago.
yeah, that is true. So I'm just bringing it back. That's all. And I'm playing with the senses. Maybe some nostalgic flavors will come out here for.
Have you got some protein on your plate?
That's coming. That's the final one. That's going to be there soon. Think.
Okay, we have got how many seconds left? 25 seconds left.
25 seconds. That's enough time. Amy, you're going to have the best meal of your life.
I'm done.
Ever.
I'm done.
What? It was with
No
time
pressure.
to
Okay, well,
spare.
you've got a few seconds left.
Okay, almost done.
No, my
Strydom, are you done?
I'm done. I'm done.
Look at that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Your sandwich needs to be on your plate.
2.
What? Voila!
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. Already, we have differences in sandwich. Raul, are you a diagonal slicer?
Yeah, so for today it's fancy, so we're going diagonal. Normally I just go straight down, but you know, I gotta show for
It's not even in the middle.
It's rustic, bro. It's rustic, okay? Come on, get with it.
Strydom, you went down the middle.
I did.
Straight
I
down the
did.
middle.
Because you want that epic open shot when you open it to reveal the insides of my winning sandwich.
Okay. Well, listen, you guys aren't exactly schmoozing me. So
you're not
how about
feeling-
we
we're
get
not
Amy
supposed to
Jones
impress
in
you,
here?
are we?
You have to impress Amy Jones.
Yes.
So, Strydom, why don't we get Amy in here? Can you
Amy?
pass me that green loaf in front of you?
This one over here.
Yeah, give it to me. There we go. I'll hold on to the low GI.
Hello, Amy.
Hi.
I made you a sandwich.
They both made you sandwiches.
Yeah.
Amy,
You're
don't
very
be
loved.
fooled by their kindness. It's all down to taste. The
I just
theme-
want to let you know that
Did
if
you
I
add-
had an air fryer going, I would have just kind of reheated the chips a little
Okay,
bit.
so
Yeah, just so keep that in mind.
All
I
right.
like to let you know I have no excuses. This is just going to be incredible. Cold chips and all.
Cold chips. Tomato sauce.
There's some tomato sauce and some mayo, some caramelized onion, some slop chips. Yep.
Okay.
And
And
some,
I made a slaw for you actually. So I took the mayo and actually created a whole new slaw out of the old ingredients just to kind of add that pizzazz. So I
Okay.
don't think you're ready for this.
Okay.
one am I tasting
Amy, you
first,
can
sorry?
start. Perhaps let's start to your right. We'll
you can
go
just
with you
look
and
at the
Sandra.
presentation as well. Yes.
Presentation doesn't count. It's all
Of course
about
it does count.
Who said it doesn't
your
count?
And tomato sauce. How
Tomato sauce,
Like
so on one side,
the
there's
amount?
the amounts,
Yeah.
just the perfect amount.
perfect amount.
Yes,
Okay,
that's it.
perfect amount.
You're very cautious about this tomato sauce.
I love tomato
Oh, you do? Damn it! I had no tomato sauce. No.
There's-
So I'm gonna have a bite.
Go for it. Go for it.
Have
Go
a
for
bite.
the soft middle part.
Ewan
The
went for the
middle
best
parts.
of both worlds.
Yeah, for sure.
Where it looks like white bread, but it's got the nutrients of the brown.
Yeah. You know, a bit of the crispy of the coleslaw, the slop chippies, some mayo.
Okay.
It didn't
Well,
sound
it-
very convincing.
nice.
It wasn't like a massive smile.
It's okay.
Caramelized. I like that. The caramelized
Oh, do you?
onions. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's
you
good.
add
That's a good
onions?
call. Yeah.
I did add onions to mine. Yes, I did. I infused it with the chips actually. Infused it.
Infused it. Okay, you made a slaw and infused the onions.
Slaw.
I think Ryle just went for
There we
every
go.
single ingredient.
Oh, well, this
This
is
side.
meticulously put together, man.
Ralph's known for mixing proteins. Now he's mixing carbs. Oh, what is that? A carrot, a random
Cabbage
carrot.
and
for eyesight.
cabbage.
Yeah, it's a new slaw, Oriental kind of a slaw
like-
vibe.
Yes, you're
Healthy?
selling it hard, eh?
You're leaning towards healthy, but also not healthy.
100%. Yeah, best of.
What's the
Get
point
it?
of that?
Yeah, what do you mean? Balance. Balance.
Oh, Amy, I'm sorry to put you in this tough position, but you have to
know.
choose a winner. There can only be one. Is it going to be Ewan or Ryle? Don't look at them. It's based on the sandwich. It's not based on looks.
Based on the sandwiches. You win. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Ryle.
I'm sorry, what did Zoe say? There's what's in my name, Zoe?
When it's unfair.
You used a secret ingredient. You used tomato sauce. That was like, that's unfair. That's like kryptonite.
When I saw that, I was like, please, one of them use some more.
Amy, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I hope we haven't thrown you off too much for you to be able to see
what
later.
a winning Swami looks like.
Oh,
And
straight
Amy,
on.
I'll keep that part. We'll frame it because Amy took a bite of the sandwich.
Oh, well, listen,
Yeah.
you could be one of 7 lucky viewers to walk away with 1,000 Rand cash. Now, simply reply to the competition question on Expresso's social media pages. That's Facebook, Instagram, and X. And tell us what your best sandwich is to enjoy when you're working on a budget. The entrants must share the post. And, of course, and for all of the on all of the different platforms, don't forget to include that hashtag #MyPerfectAlbany, and that is how you get to enter. The competition will close on Friday at 10 a.m. and there are T's and C's that can be found on our website expressoshow.com.
Well done.
Thanks.
What is that?
I'm done. We'll all try you and sandwich, but stay tuned. Amy Jones is still on her way to perform for you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Back, it is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso on S3, and the big question is today your lucky day?
If it is, then you definitely want to do the following. You can play the lotto for an estimated 27.5 million Rand. It doesn't stop there because there's also Lotto Plus 1 for 3 million Rand, or the Lotto Plus 2, and that's 13.5 million Rand. Whoa, that's a lot of money.
If you're feeling extra lucky, why not play all 3 and stand a chance to win a combined total estimated jackpot of 44 million Rand. That is
that
crazy.
is so much money. I don't even know what I would do with that, but I know you have every single idea right now. So get involved in this and make sure you get your tickets ASAP in time for tonight's draw. And you can buy your tickets in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529 hash, and then you'll see your USSDs after that.
Well, we will also post all of the details on our social media channels, so go and check them out. And if you have any ideas of what you would do with 44 million Rand, why don't you let us know? We would love to hear how you would dream spend that kind of money.
Speaking of dreams, I dream for another performance right now. Can we make that dream materialize? Can we?
We can make it a reality right now. The talented Amy Jones with us this morning. And listen, she's not only a fantastic singer, but she's also a fantastic judge of Samis on a budget. Just so you know. Thank you very much, Amy. That was fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah, no, I know that, that you enjoyed it. I could see it on your face. Listen, it's wonderful to have you here. And again, I think from my side as well, congratulations on your album. It's wonderful. So for those of you who don't know, My Forever Friend, it is a beautiful, beautiful album. I've been following your journey on social media as well. You are doing so much.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Yeah.
how do you do everything? You're performing everywhere nowadays.
Everywhere, and still a wedding to plan, but yeah.
I heard about the wedding, and yeah, I know Zoe asked if you're going to be performing there. I mean, that was my question. Are you going to be performing? Are you going to be the wedding band?
I don't know, because even having to pick someone to sing at a wedding was difficult. I was like, I don't know, who do we pick?
Yeah, we actually got some images of your fiancé up on the screen right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're sharing with the entire... Look at that! Come on!
He can sing. He can sing, actually.
Yeah, but it does sound that you've got a big love for love.
I do.
Because all the songs that you've sang for us this morning contain some form of love. Yeah, exactly. Is that the kind of,
I don't
direction?
know, like with the music that I write, I always want to leave a hopeful tone. So I can make a sad breakup song sound very like happy at the end, you know? So
like it.
for people just to be encouraged, and I think we don't have that in today's music, you know? So that's basically why I would just want to put love in there.
You pair that love with awesome sounds. Chat to me about your new album. You're going to release some of the visuals for the album early next year, I believe. What can we expect from this album?
So people have seen, I think they've seen me like on social media with a few of the videos of it, but it's basically just sharing, different sides to Amy, as what the song per se, and also the album.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's some music for you from Amy's album right there. Listen, aside from the work, I know that you are so busy, but you are also a big fitness enthusiast as well. You train quite a bit, and I think we share that in common as well. What's the fitness journey been like for you? How you have time for it?
I try and put an hour aside of my day. That's my time where I basically I think I deal. That's how I deal, how I go through everything, and I think every person has their one thing that they do, and fitness is my thing. It's my time where I'm just away from music, away from everything, and it's just me and the dumbbells.
You and the dumbbells, sounds serious, but this is what I say to people as well when they ask me about fitness journeys, like put it in your diary. Make it an appointment with yourself. Amy, we're looking forward to your next performance. We have one more to grace you with. What are we singing?
This is Love Is In You. You're going to sing with?
Of course not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to ruin this song for you. I can sing, but this is your moment, not mine. Amy, thank you very much. Take it away. Last performance of this beautiful Wednesday, Amy Jones.
Thank you.
I never knew I could be
Feel Good production.